It's time now for Tri-City Dust Devils baseball. Get ready for the proud High A affiliate of the Los Angeles Angels to spin their way around the bases and swing for the fences as they twist through the Northwest League. Now for pregame coverage, here's the voice of the Dust Devils, Doug Taylor.
Hello and a very good Saturday afternoon to you. Live from Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium in Vancouver, British Columbia. This is Tri-City Dust Devils baseball. Today, Game 5 of the near week-long series between the Tri-City Dust Devils and the Vancouver Canadians. Vancouver leads the series 3-1, but the one for the Dust Devils came yesterday, and it came in their first extra inning game of the 2026 season. Nothing through the first 9 innings here at the net. But then in the 10th, the automatic runner on for both sides, but the Dust Devils on the top side get a hit and then a 3-run homer from Randy DeJesus, who continues his hot hitting of late. And that the only scoring play of the game is Benny Thompson, who had pitched the 9th scorelessly, comes in, leaves the automatic runner on in the 10th. 3-0 in 10 innings. Tri-City a winner, getting back above 500 at 10-9 as a result. Vancouver in the loss, falling to 9-10. Again, they lead the series 3-1. The season series currently sits at 4-3 to the Dust Devils. As Tri-City won 3 in the opening weekend, Vancouver won the first 3 of this series, and then the Dust Devils today. So Tri-City will look to make it 2 in a row and give themselves a shot at a split tomorrow. If the Canadians win either today or tomorrow, they will win the 6-game series. But of course, it's just tracked game to game, but those tiebreakers can come perhaps into play at some point. The head-to-head records, and then if there are multiple ties, it can be the record of the last 20 games. So we have a look at the standings coming into tonight. The Eugene Emeralds, another win over the Hillsboro Hops, 15-4. So they remain atop the standings. Not only that, Tri-City in third place on its own due to the Everett Aquasox walking off the Spokane Indians last night 2-1. So Everett at 11-8 is 4 back of the Emeralds. Tri-City 5 back at 10-9 in third. Vancouver 9-10, 6 back in fourth. And then the Spokane Indians and the Hillsboro Hops are both 6-13. They are 9 games back. And we're just 19 games in, so there's still 47 remaining in the first half. But that is a big hole from which to try to extract yourselves. Being 5 back isn't great, but the Dust Devils have 9 against the Emeralds still to come. They have them at home as well, all 9 games in the first half, as the Dust Devils only go 1 time to PK Park in 2026, and that doesn't come until the second half. So that's where things sit coming into the day standings-wise. It is another day as well where we are kicking things off in the Northwest League. We might be kicking things off as well around North American Professional Baseball. No, we're not, because there are some games in action already, even at the high A level. But this will be the first game of the day in the Northwest League. To give you the schedule, again, it's Eugene at Hillsboro, Spokane at Everett. Spokane at Everett is a 7:05 start tonight. Eugene and Hillsboro, in a nod to the Portland area code, or Greater Portland Metropolitan area code, 5:03 is the start time at Hillsboro Hops Ballpark, with Hillsboro trying to get a win on the Emeralds, who have really pounded them this year. In fact, it's 7-0 that season series so far in favor of the Emeralds. So with that, let's get to the pitching matchup for today on what is, again, a bright and beautiful afternoon here in Vancouver. Tyler Bremner, right-hand starter and top Angels prospect on the hill. No decision so far, a .77 ERA. He gave up his first runs of his pro career in his last outing at Kisa Stadium last week. He struck out the first 6 he saw, then gave up a solo homer. He ended up giving up a second run, but it was unearned. So that's why the ERA is .77. And again, no decisions. He went 5 innings. He was in line for the win last Saturday. Unfortunately, though, the Dust Devils unable to hold on to the lead in that contest that the Hops won, though Tri-City took the series ultimately. He'll take on right-hander Austin Cates, will Tyler Bremner of the Vancouver Canadians. Cates, that is. 1-2, a 3.95 ERA is Cates. He did not pitch against Tri-City, though, in the first series of the year. So this is the first time they're getting a look at him in 2026. Vancouver's in their black Mounties jerseys. Tri-City in their navy and beige pinstripe 25th season jerseys. So it is dark against dark, but they are certainly different colors, so we'll be able to tell them apart from up here in the press box at Rogers Field at Nat Bailey Stadium. And it's a really good pitching matchup, and the Dust Devils in sending the second overall pick to the mound here on this Saturday afternoon in his parents' home country of Canada. Both his late mom and his dad from the Toronto area, and then ending up in San Diego, where Tyler was born and raised. And so with that, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups, and we'll continue to prep you for the Dust Devils and the Canadians. Game 5 of 6 on the way. You're tuned in to the Tri-City Dust Devils pregame show.
Everybody knows you shouldn't retire until you're 65.
Buying a house? 20% down or nothing, bud.
It's easy. Put your money into savings and never touch it.
There's a lot of questionable money advice out there. For financial knowledge that can help you reach your version of success, come to Gisa Credit Union. We can walk you through everything you need to feel confident about your finances. There's a healthier approach to money. Find it at Gisa Credit Union. Gisa is an equal opportunity lender.
Call Abadan today for your business technology needs. From copiers to high-capacity print production, Abadan has you covered. Find out why they've served the Mid-Columbia since 1953. Call 509-946-2033. Abadan. Feel connected.
Who's on first? At Tri-Cities Community Health, you come first. Your local community health center for over 40 years, our experienced team of medical, dental, and behavioral health specialists provide personalized care tailored to your individual needs. TCCH pharmacies are located in Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, offering free prescription delivery. You'll always receive the highest level of care in a timely manner, regardless of your financial situation. Our teamwork means better care and better health, and the ultimate winner is you. Make Tri-Cities Community Health your home base for all of your healthcare needs. Go to mytcch.org to schedule an appointment or learn more.
Living a healthy life is built on a foundation of good habits. Nourishing food, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, getting a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25 and annual mammograms starting at 40. At Inland Imaging, we've doubled the capacity of our Kennewick Center to make it twice as easy to take care of your health. Schedule your annual screening today. Call 509-374-4030 or visit inlandimaging.com/scheduling-TC.
The Hampton Inn Suites Pasco Tri-Cities Hotel provides a home away from home retreat while you stay in Washington. Wake up to a free hot breakfast after a restful sleep on a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Plan your next adventure using the free Wi-Fi in your room or throughout the hotel, and unwind in their indoor saltwater pool and hot tub. They're close to the track center for meetings, concert, and sporting events. Visit Gisa Stadium to watch the Tri-City Dust Devils. For reservations, call 509-792-1660 or stop by 6826 Burden Boulevard in Pasco.
Back at historic Nat Bailey Stadium, Rogers Field, the playing surface for Tri-City Dust Devils baseball today, as the Dust Devils and the Vancouver Canadians meeting in Game 5 of their 6-game set. Time to bring you today's starting lineups. First for the visitors, Dan Billardello's Tri-City Dust Devils, again coming in with a record of 10-9 and victorious in 10 innings yesterday, 3-0 over these Canadians. Capri Ortiz, the shortstop, will be the leadoff man today for the Dust Devils. He'll be followed by third baseman Jake Monroe, batting second. So Capri going back to the top of the order. Matt Cooney is the designated hitter, batting third, making room for Ryan Nicholson to make his return at first base. He is the cleanup man. He played the last half inning, did Nicholson at first yesterday, and he is back in the starting lineup fully today. Randy DeJesus, the right fielder, bats fifth. Again, the hitting hero for the Dust Devils, the 3-run homer in the 10th inning yesterday. Peter Burns, the catcher, will bat sixth. Anthony School, the center fielder, in the 7th spot. Jorge Ruiz, the left fielder, will bat eighth. And batting ninth is second baseman Johan Macias, with right-hander Tyler Bremner on the mound. So you look at the Dust Devils order, you have lefties in the 3 and 4 spots in Kootenay and Nicholson, and then 6, 7, and 8 all lefties. Burns, School, and Ruiz. Johan Macias, a switch hitter. So Austin Cates, the right-hander for Vancouver, will see 7 of 9 from the left-hand side today. Vancouver Canadians, sometimes known as the Vancouver Canadians. Jose Mayorga, their manager, in his second year and his second go-around here. His starting lineup looks like this today. Left fielder J.R. Freethy will lead things off. He'll be followed by Carter Cunningham, the right fielder. batting second. As you can again hear, a bit of a breeze here today. In fact, bring that down a little bit for our purposes at the moment. Arjun Namala, the shortstop, will bat third. Peyton Williams is the designated hitter. He will bat cleanup. Jacob Sharp, the catcher, will bat fifth. Doug Glean is the first baseman today, batting sixth. Maddox Lotta, the second baseman, will bat seventh, followed by Matt Scannell, the center fielder, in the eighth spot. Manny Beltre, the third baseman, batting ninth with the right-hander. Austin Cates on the mound for Vancouver. And looking at Jose Mayorga's lineup, you have lefties in the 2, 4, and 8 spots. Carter Cunningham, Peyton Williams, and Matt Scannell. J.R. Freethy, the top of the order, a switch hitter. So he will be lefty against the righty Tyler Bremner and any righties who may follow. And so those are the starting lineups for today's contest. Again, it is bright and sunny. It's a very nice spring day. It is not too hot. But for those in the sun, especially in dark jerseys, they're going to pick up a little bit of heat today. Crowd still making its way into the ballpark. We had a little shy of 2,200 yesterday. Hopefully we'll see more. Of course, by the time we get to the end of the school year, especially into the summer, and when the Dust Devils will be back in Vancouver, very likely 105 games will be sold out. That just tends to be how it is here once we get to the summer in Vancouver. Well, cars are still trying to find their way into the parking lot, so I do think this will be a very solid crowd today on a non-school day here at this old ballpark that has hosted many a game for now 75 years. The umpires are at home plate. They already had the umpires meeting, in fact, as Brady Parrish will be the home plate umpire today. Patrick McMorris on the bases. So can the Dust Devils grab a second straight win after falling in the first 3 here and give themselves a shot at a split tomorrow? So that means, can they get another really good start from Tyler Bremner? They've received that in every outing. It's only gotten longer for him, though. As he went 5 innings his last time out, he was the pitcher of record in line for the win. But the Dust Devils unable to hold the lead. So can they change that today? It was a fascinating game yesterday. You had both teams pitching well and both teams playing great defense. In that ball game, there were multiple moments where both teams were facing situations where either they would be facing a lot of stress and trying to prevent a run from scoring, or they were trying to prevent a run from scoring altogether and made great plays. Kevin Brueggemann especially coming to mind from left field, a utility man, but a guy who's a catcher who has a strong arm. He's even displayed it here from behind the plate at times in his professional career. He throws a one-up strike to cut down the speedy Arjun Namala at the plate. There were just defensive plays all around on both sides. Neither team wanted to give an inch, and ultimately Randy DeJesus in the 10th inning getting a pitch he could more than handle, and he sent it deep to the back wall of the Vancouver bullpen, almost out into the parking lot. And that again was the only scoring play in Tri-City's 3-0 win in 10 innings yesterday. It was a great ball game, kind of old style and just fun to watch and to bring to you. But obviously, Dan Villardello's team going to want more offense than 3 runs that came in the 10th inning. So can they find a more consistent way at the plate? Austin Cates has been pretty darn good this year. I mean, ERA a little under 4, so small sample size. But if you were at that at the end of the year here in the Northwest League as a starting pitcher, you would be probably pointing toward a promotion to Double-A. If you were consistently taking big innings and largely handling your business. And so now the Canadians are going to come onto the field. I believe they have baseball buddies with them, indeed, who will go one by one, as of course we do in the Tri-Cities. And of course, we will be back Tuesday night at Giesa Stadium. The Dust Devils hosting the Everett Aqua Sox there in the opener of a 6-game series. And Tuesday night is Bark in the Park night. So not only will we have our baseball buddies, we'll have baseball doggos, although I don't believe there'll be any dogs going out on the field. That's just a risk we cannot take. But the dogs will be at the ballpark. For more information on tickets for that, they will need updated vaccinations. They'll need to be on leash the entire time. and they can only sit in certain sections, you and your doggos. But we'd love to have you out at the ballpark. DustDevilsBaseball.com is the place for more info on that. Or if you're on our mailing list, you may have more info waiting for you in your inbox. So as the Canadian starters come onto the field, the Dust Devils ready themselves for an opportunity to try to ambush Austin Keats and grab the lead. They did not lead in the first 3 games at any point, and they lost all 3. They were the only team to score yesterday, and they won. It doesn't always work that way, but if you score first, you put pressure on the other team for sure, and especially in the 10th inning last night. Tri-City able to do that. And again, I say last night, it was a day game entirely and wholly, but sports almost always seems to happen at night, even somehow metaphorically. As Austin Keats, the Vancouver starter, heads to the mound, and now it is time for us to take the anthem break. When we come back, first pitch and all the action live from Vancouver. The Tri-City Dust Devils, the Vancouver Canadians on the way. The pregame show is over. Tri-City Dust Devils baseball is next.
Love watching the future of baseball? With the Bally Sports Live app, you can stream every minor league baseball game and follow baseball's top prospects anytime, anywhere. Experience minor league baseball like never before. Dive in with real-time enhanced stats, track your favorite players, and play bingo along with every pitch. And the best part? It's completely free. Download the Bally Sports Live app on your phone or connected device to start watching now.
No matter your industry, old or new, Crown Paper and Janitorial is proud to support the community. With our expertise, we can help provide a clean, safe, and healthy environment. Whether you need a consultation for your sustainability objectives or simply have a nasty stain on the carpet, we are here to help. To contact us or to learn more, visit crown.walterenelson.com.
We take a lot of pride in the success of our Tri-City Dust Devils, just like the folks at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride. With quality gasoline, non-ethanol premium, and diesel fuel, Pacific Pride's 24-hour fully automated fueling stations are modern, clean, and well-lit, and the Frequent Fueler's Special Access Card provides security, control, and itemized billing. No lost receipts, no unauthorized purchases, no guesswork. Just hundreds of convenient Pacific Pride sites throughout the U.S. At Pacific Pride, we fuel the winners, and your company can join the team. So get a handle on your commercial fueling needs with Pacific Pride. Open your account today at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride, with offices in Pasco, Spokane, Yakima, and surrounding areas.
Experience a celebration of the historic connection between baseball and the military this Memorial Day weekend in Cooperstown, New York. The Hall of Fame Military Classic, a tribute to service and sacrifice, will be held May 23rd at Doubleday Field. The 7-inning Legends game will feature Hall of Famer coaches and managers and recently retired MLB stars. The Hall of Fame Military Classic is part of a weekend celebration of America's 250th birthday. Get your Military Classic tickets today at baseballhall.org.
Okay, text from the wedding planner. She's talking about a cake pop mural.
Ah, exciting.
Ooh, it's $8,000.
Oh.
I don't know, we're trying to save for a house.
Well, you only get married once. Or twice. 3 times tops.
There's a lot of bad money advice out there. For knowledge you can trust, come to Gisa Credit Union. Whether it's saving for the wedding or everything that comes after, we can help get you where you want to be. Find a healthier approach to money at Gisa.
Most women will never experience breast cancer. But for the 1 in 8 who does, early detection can mean the difference between life and death. Catching cancer early means more options while the disease is easier to treat and cure. If you're a woman over 40, you can schedule your annual exam yourself. It's easy. Just call Inland Imaging at 509-374-4030. Don't put it off. Call to schedule your screening mammogram today.
He wanted to be known for doing his best.
Sure, you're right.
His best made him Major League Baseball's most valuable player.
Strike 2.
He played in 6 World Series and was elected to the Hall of Fame. Although an honest man, he was best at stealing home. But the best quality of Jackie Robinson's life was his character. So here's to you, Mr. Robinson. Thanks for passing it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
All set to go for Tri-City Dust Devils baseball. Hello on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We greet you from Rogers Field at Nat Bailey Stadium in Vancouver, British Columbia. The Dust Devils, 3-0 10-inning winners over these Canadians yesterday in Game 4 of the series, getting them on the board in the victory category. Looking for a second straight win to give themselves a shot at a split tomorrow. Otherwise, Vancouver will take the series, and it'll just be a matter of how many games that ends up being. Austin Cates, the right-hander on the mound. The Vancouver Canadians in their Mounties retro jerseys today. So it's a black jersey with a Royal Canadian Mounted Policeman in full uniform to the right side of the front of the chest. The numbers red trimmed in gold and the white home pants. Black Mounties cap on top. Tri-City in their Navy 25th season setup with beige pinstripes. Tri-City across the front in white, save the C in the middle, gold. Number on the back, also white, standing out off of those colors. Gray road pants in the 25th season, blue and beige cap on top, completing the ensemble. Capri Ortiz, the shortstop, will be the leadoff man. Solely right-hand hitter these days. Leads things off for the Dust Devils. And we'll get you a weather reading, but it is outside of the breeze, just stellar. First pitch high from Cates. 1 ball and no strikes. Austin Cates, 6'1", 200 pounds, from just outside of Las Vegas, Henderson, Nevada, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ortiz coming up after a ball and a strike. Capri was in the 3 spot in the order yesterday. Had the first hit of the game, an infield single to lead off the 7th. Went 1 for 4, the 1-1. Ortiz check swing, did he offer? No, says the base umpire Patrick McMorris. 2 balls and a strike. We'll get you the outfield in a moment. The 2-1. Ortiz fouls it straight over us in the press box atop the roof line, just to the first base side of home plate. 2-2. J.R. Freethy, the left fielder for Vancouver today. Matt Scannell is the center fielder. Carter Cunningham is in right, the 2-2. Outside, the count full at 3-2. Capri comes into the game with a .270 batting average, no homers, 9 RBI, and 10 stolen bases. From the line of Cates, the 3-2. Ortiz a pop-up on the infield, right side. First baseman Doug Gleed coming near the mound. To the right of it, he makes the catch for the first out of the game. So Cates induces the pop-up, and Ortiz retired to start things off on this Saturday. The infield for Vancouver, Manny Beltre at third base, Arjun Amala the shortstop, Maddox Lotta the second baseman, and as mentioned, Doug Gleed at first, with Jacob Sharp the catcher. Jake Monroe in, the third baseman. He takes a slider for strike 1. Monroe was the DH in yesterday's game. Couple of walks, so an on-base streak continued, but the hitting streak ending at 8 games. The 0-1, a check swing on a slider, either in the zone or on his swing. There was, again, no signal. That's something that should be denoted. The pitch, spiking low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It's the infield playing Monroe to pull. 3 homers, 13 RBI, 288 the average. The pitch. That top foul at the plate. Fastball, and Monroe getting a piece. Dust Devils and Canadians just a game apart in the standings. They were tied yesterday, the 1-2. Monroe swings and misses. Got a pitch in on the hands. Could not handle it. He is down on strikes. 2 outs in the top of the first. And so with the bases empty, Designated hitter Matt Cooney in the lone Canadian of nationality on either roster. Standing in, first pitch to Matt. Swing and a miss. And that came out of his hand. Strike one. And hopefully Cooney okay. Something was not quite right there. And Cooney seems to be arguing something. Cannot tell what that would be. The 0-1. And a fastball swing and a miss for strike two. Hangs on to the bat that time. Man, a homer, 10 RBI, 319 the average coming into the game. The next delivery. Soft grounder, first base line. It is fair. Doug Gleed will field it. And the ball almost brought him to the base. He just had to step once to his left to put his left foot on the bag to end the inning. So, Austin Cates, a 1-2-3 top of the first inning. As that's 3 unassisted to close out the top of the first, and we are underway. With the score as we go to the bottom of the first inning, the Tri-City Dust Devils nothing. The Vancouver Canadians coming to bat, and Tyler Bremner coming to the mound for Tri-City.
The Hampton Inn Suites Pasco Tri-Cities Hotel provides a home away from home retreat while you stay in Washington. Wake up to a free hot breakfast after a restful sleep on a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Plan your next adventure using the free Wi-Fi in your room or throughout the hotel, and unwind in their indoor saltwater pool and hot tub. They're close to the track center for meetings, concert, and sporting events. Visit Giesa Stadium to watch the Tri-City Dust Devils. For reservations, call 509-792-1660 or stop by 6826 Burden Boulevard in Pasco.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. Come be a part of the celebration as your Tri-City Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Live mariachi, live dancing, and a vibrant atmosphere.
The first 500 fans on Friday, May 1st, receive a big giveaway, a commemorative 25th anniversary pendant. And Saturday, May 2nd, we will have post-game fireworks thanks to IBEW 112 and Nika. It's also family feast night.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Tyler Bremner, top Angels prospect, takes the mound for the Tri-City Dust Devils today for his 4th professional start and his first in his parents' homeland of Canada. The righty so far no decisions, an ERA of .77, 5 innings, 10 strikeouts in his last outing, gave up 2 runs, only 1 earned. And he takes on J.R. Freethy to start things in the bottom side of the first inning. First pitch, a fastball at 96, missing perhaps a touch high. 1 ball and no strikes. We'll get you the Dust Devils defense here as we go in this bottom of the first inning. The 1-0. Freethy, a pop-up third base side that's foul out of play into the upper part of the bleachers as it bounces around at the very top. And the souvenir chase on, a ball and a strike. Jorge Ruiz, the left fielder today. Anthony School in center field. Randy DeJesus in right field. That has been the most common defensive alignment for Tri-City's outfield this year. As Bremner winds the 1-1. And a slider and a beauty in catching the inner half to the switch-hitting Freethy, who's on the left-hand side, 1-2. Freethy hitting 145, no homers, 2 RBI. Meager stats, has gotten on base a good bit, though. The 1-2. That's fouled high in the air. Third base side, that's going to end up over the grandstand. Still 1-2. The infield for the Dust Devils today. Jake Monroe at third base. Capri Ortiz at shortstop. Yohan Macias, the second baseman. And Ryan Nicholson back at first. First game this week that he has started at first base. Peter Burns catching the 1-2. A foul straight back. A couple of 97-mile-an-hour fastballs, according to the stadium gun here. That could be running a little hot, but it's in the neighborhood of the velocity that Bremner can bring. As Tyler again sets the 1-2. Fastball again, fouled away, third base side. 3 pitches, and Freethy has been late on all of them, but he's gotten a piece to keep the at-bat going. Tyler with the glove, bell tie, steps into the line, the pitch. Just inside for ball 2. Peter Burns thought that may have picked the corner. And Bill Ardello from the dugout applauding. I believe applauding the pitch. Maybe also expressing his displeasure at the call in a way, the 2-2. Pop up high in the air. Again, third base side. Again, foul. So a good deal of pitches being seen here by J.R. Freethy. This will be the 9th of the plate appearance. Again, the 2-2. Taken a little low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Dan Bill Ardello, the Stels manager, he was looking at something there, and I think he thought that was a strike. The payoff. Pop up, third base side of the infield. Foul territory now. There isn't a lot of it. And that'll land first row of the upper portion of the grandstand. Just past the roof line. I believe right where the baseball buddies, the local softball team, is seated. So I think one of them with a glove and a souvenir getting celebrated now. Here is pitch number 10, the 3-2. Lined foul. That one just curling over the seats and bouncing around down the left field line. Freethy making Tyler Bremner work. This is starting to stir memory of the first time that these two would have clashed. The payoff again. Fouled straight back. As Freethy was the DH in the game that Bremner pitched. He struck out against him twice in that one. Do remember somebody causing Bremner some major issues pitch count wise, as he has yet another baseball. Pitch number 13, the 3-2. Hit on the ground on the right side and through. What a battle, and Freethy wins it. As Randy DeJesus lobs it back into the infield, a leadoff single, 13 pitches. J.R. Freethy in that at bat fouled off 8 pitches. And pitch number 13, he singles on the right side. So he aboard. Tyler Bremner will have to regroup a bit here. Carter Cunningham at the plate. No score in the first. First pitch by Cunningham is fouled at the plate for strike 1. Such a long plate appearance there. Now that could have been 2 or 3 batters worth of pitches, or Tyler Bremner may still even have an inning where he throws fewer pitches than that to get 3 outs. 0-1 to Cunningham. Pickoff throw over to first. Back safely is J.R. Freethy. And he wasn't getting like a ton of those pitches. That is to say, he wasn't causing any fright, was Freethy. He just kept making contact until he got something he could pull. The 0-1. Cunningham a big swing and a miss. And a Bremner fastball. 0-2. Cunningham, .319 average, 6 homers, 23 RBI. He leads the team in all 3 categories. He leads the Northwest League in homers and runs driven in. Has held that for a bit now. As you can again hear the breeze on this Saturday. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So after a 13-pitch at bat between him and J.R. Freethy, Tyler Bremner strikes out Carter Cunningham on 3 pitches. It's a funny game sometimes. First strikeout for Bremner, 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. That will bring in shortstop Arjun Namala. And no score. Dust Devils and Canadians. Bottom of the first inning. Runner on with 1 out. First pitch. Fastball a little outside. 1-0. Pickoff throw over to first. Back safely again is Freethy. And Tyler Bremner coming into this game. Mentioned 3 starts. 11 2/3 innings. Only one earned run on a solo homer last week given up to Brady Council of Hillsborough. 2 runs in total on 6 hits, 4 walks, 20 strikeouts. The pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. 95. Nimmala working on the release of his swing with his left arm after that. And one of the top prospects in the Blue Jays organization, high school teammate of Dust Devils reliever Zachary Redner, the 1-1. That fastball missed either high or outside. I would think it would have to have been high and not by much. 2-1. Did seem in this series, first go-around between these two, these were the umpires for the opening weekend series in Pasco, that the strike zones were a touch small. The 2-1. That's there for strike 2. Now, I'm not behind the plates. Umpire is always closer to the zone than I am. And sometimes you can tell just kind of based on where pitches are and how dugouts are reacting. Same time, though, there's no ABS here. You simply have to adjust. The 2-2. Nimmala fouls it straight back. So Tyler Bremner now has thrown 20 pitches in this first inning. He has just 1 out, but he's only faced or finished facing 2 batters because of the 13 pitch at bat with Freethy, the 2-2. Foul back again. Slider that time. And so as the pitch count rises, you're going to have to keep an eye on the Tri-City bullpen out in left field because they certainly will not want Bremner to throw in the neighborhood of 35, 40 pitches in an inning. That simply won't happen. The 2-2 again. Outside and the count full, 3-2. So Tyler Bremner would love nothing more, and so too would his dugout, if he can induce a double play. As Bremner is being asked to throw the ball out of play. So he needs a new baseball. Apparently the base umpire, Patrick McMorris, we've talked about this early on in the year especially, they're watchful for the order in which players put something on their hand to try to get some grip, which is allowed, and then receiving the baseball. The 3-2. Runner going, grounder through the left side, it's a hit. Stopping at second, though, is Freethy, as Jorge Ruiz was to it quickly. It's first and second. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning for Vancouver. So Freethy and Nimmala with hits for the Canadians. And now Peyton Williams, designated hitter, up at the plate. Big lefty. No score. Bottom of the first. First and second, 1 out. First pitch, grounder to third. Monroe to second for 1. Macias to first in time. There's the double play. 5-4-3. It ends up around the horn, and Tyler Bremner out of trouble in the bottom of the first. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. 1 man left. And a 0 posted as we go to the second. The Dust Devils and Canadians scoreless. This is Tri-City Dust Devils baseball.
Who's on first? At Tri-Cities Community Health, you come first. Your local community health center for over 40 years, our experienced team of medical, dental, and behavioral health specialists provide personalized care tailored to your individual needs. TCCH pharmacies are located in Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, offering free prescription delivery. You'll always receive the highest level of care in a timely manner, regardless of your financial situation. Our teamwork means better care and better health, and the ultimate winner is you. Make Tri-Cities Community Health your home base for all of your healthcare needs. Go to mytcch.org to schedule an appointment or learn more.
Living a healthy life is built on a foundation of good habits. Nourishing food, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, getting a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25 and annual mammograms starting at 40. At Inland Imaging, we've doubled the capacity of our Kennewick Center to make it twice as easy to take care of your health. Schedule your annual screening today. Call 509-374-4030 or visit inlandimaging.com/scheduling-TC.
Moving to the second inning at Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium. The score, the Tri-City Dust Devils nothing, the Vancouver Canadians nothing. Tyler Bremner, 13 pitches in a first at bat of the game. J.R. Freethy singling on pitch number 13. He ends up throwing 25 in the first, but a double play and a huge one gets him out of trouble. Ryan Nicholson, the first baseman, in. First pitch slow and in there for strike one. It was starting to be a little nervous there as the 0-1 delivery. Fastball missing high. The count even at a ball and a strike. So Bremner can take a bit of a breather now. The 1-1. Nicholson takes it inside. 2 balls and a strike. Again, good to see Ryan in the starting lineup today. He's been dealing with something minor. 250 his average in 14 games, a homer and 7 RBI. The 2-1, a fastball and a swing and a miss for strike 2 as Austin Cates working with some pace here. The 2-2, foul back. So the well-traveled Ryan Nicholson will see another pitch here. Moved around a bit in childhood, that is. Was born in Los Angeles, the 2-2. Foul back again. Fastball that time. Ended up growing up in and around the Chicago area or spending formative sports loyalty years there. So a Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks fan, the 2-2. It's low. Off-speed pitch missing. Nicholson declining to chase, 3-2. Lives these days in Louisville, Kentucky. Finished his collegiate career at Kentucky after starting it at Cincinnati. The payoff. Nicholson high in the air, left center field, shallow though. In fact, the shortstop Arjun Namala will make the call and the catch for the first out of the second inning. But again, good to see Ryan back. Randy DeJesus, the right fielder, will stand in. Again, no score. Just Devils and Canadians. Top of the second, 1 out. First pitch. DeJesus takes it outside. 1-0. Randy, if you missed it yesterday, the only man to put a ball in play that scored runs, and he put it out of play for 3 of them. The 1-0. Randy, a pop-up. Behind home plate to the first base side. Jacob Sharp, the catcher. Doug Gleed, the first baseman. They'll have a look. It'll land just on the edge of the roof down the first base side and bounce back to the field surface. A ball and a strike. You mentioned that DeJesus, it was a struggle at the start of the year. Piled up a bunch of strikeouts. But really now, in what is the last 10, 11, 12 games, he has turned things on. The 1-1 outside, 2 balls and a strike. The average 241, which again is not the highest in the world, but 3 homers, 14 RBI, 4 doubles and a triple. So hitting for power, OPS over 900. The 2-1 fastball getting by for strike 2. Jesus taking a big cut. And also the walk total going up as well. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Again, he's going to strike out. The question is, can he balance it with walks and hits? And he has done that of late. He down there on the fastball of Cates. 2 outs in the second. 2 strikeouts for Austin Cates so far. And catcher Peter Burns will step in. And left-hand hitter played a couple days ago. Had a big 9th inning double to try to key one last rally. The pitch. Burns high in the air to center. But again, not that deep. And this is a tough place to hit it out of even on a nice spring day. As in shallow center, the catch made by Matt Scannell, the center fielder. And it ends up a pretty quick second inning for Austin Cates. He's retired the first 6 he's seen. Zeros down the boat column again. We head to the bottom of the second. And Tyler Bremner back to work. With no score between Tri-City and Vancouver, this is Dust Devils baseball.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Washington at highschoolofficials.com.
Everybody knows you shouldn't retire until you're 65.
Buying a house? 20% down or nothing, bud.
It's easy. Put your money into savings and never touch it.
There's a lot of questionable money advice out there. For financial knowledge that can help you reach your version of success, come to Gisa Credit Union. We can walk you through everything you need to feel confident about your finances. There's a healthier approach to money. Find it at Gisa Credit Union. Gisa is an equal opportunity lender.
On to the bottom of the second inning at Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium. Tri-City, Vancouver, no score. Tyler Bremner will come out for a second inning and try to be a bit more efficient in the first. He had a foe give him a bit of grief in the bottom of the first inning, beg your pardon, as left fielder J.R. Freethy, the leadoff man, forced Bremner to throw 13 pitches, and Freethy took the 13th on the ground through the right side for a single. And a big double play ending that bottom of the first inning without damage. And so now the second begins with Jacob Sharp, the catcher, at the plate. First pitch from the line to Bremner. Hit on the ground to short. Capri Ortiz there. Sets and throws. One pitch, one out. As good a start as you could have after the first inning that Bremner had. Routine 6-3 grounder. Bremner threw a lot of strikes, so he was not throwing a lot of pitches because he was missing the zone. He threw 19 strikes out of 25 pitches in the first inning. As the first delivery to Dub Gleed, skipping outside to the backstop, 1-0. And fastball in the mid to upper 90s for Bremner. He has a power slider, almost cutter, that he throws. It's not really a sweeping pitch in the upper 80s. And a devastating changeup to work off both. The 1-0 fastball that time, and a swing and a miss by Gleed for strike one. Dub Gleed coming over in a trade with the Miami Marlins right before the season started. I believe it was actually on opening day that the trade occurred. The 1-1. Hit sharply on a hop just underneath the diving Jake Monroe, heading toward the fence in left. Jorge Ruiz getting to it at the base of the wall. Gleed will pull into second with a one-out double. That was absolutely scorched. Again, low. And Monroe, he was actually, if he'd had the time to get to it, he would have been able to stop that ball, but it was hit so hard. Monroe dove straight to his left, but it was underneath him. That'll bring in second baseman Maddox Lana. Third hit for Vancouver in the game. And a man in scoring position with one out. As the infield will play a little bit in to try to hold the runner closer to second. First pitch, Lana, line drive hit to right and well. Going back, Randy DeJesus reaches up and he makes the catch, tumbling to the warning track. He just gets up now, though. Vancouver sending the runner home. Throw to the plate. They got him. Burns applies the tag. The Canadians trying to send a runner from second to home. The relay put together, and the inning is over. Vancouver too aggressive, and the Dust Devils making them pay. So it ends up a double play. I believe it's going to be 9-4-2. And that closes out the second inning. Two double plays in 2 innings for the Tri-City defense. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. And through 2, the Dust Devils and the Canadians scoreless. This is Dust Devils baseball.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday. But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. Victory over cancer is there for the taking by you, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. Learn more at v.org.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
Vancouver's own Nick Gilder welcoming us to the third inning. The Tri-City Dust Devils nothing, the Vancouver Canadians nothing. A 9-4-2 double play ending the bottom of the second inning. And as a result, Anthony School leading things off in what remains a scoreless tie. First pitch. Taken for strike one, a slider. Randy DeJesus going back, a very hard hit ball by Maddox Lotta, the second baseman, the 0-1. School initially squared to bunt, then pulled back. And the slider came in low, a ball and a strike. The third base coach for Vancouver sending the runner from second to home as the 1-1, another slider, and it's there for strike two. So we've not had a run in a regular inning in 12 innings now. The 1-2, little flare out into shallow right. Coming in on the run, sliding attempt and catch. Made by the right fielder, Carter Cunningham. Able to keep it up with the leather. And so School is out. No pun intended. One out here in the third. That'll get a little bit of a star as well. It was a nice play by Cunningham to rob School of a hit. That'll bring up left fielder Jorge Ruiz, lefty on righty. First pitch taken, a fastball high, 1-0. So it ends up a situation where Tyler Bremner throws 25 pitches in the first inning and 5 in the second. The 1-0 pop foul, third base side, that'll get out of play. That ended up and stayed on the roof. It's on the edge of the third base side of the roof. I can see it rolling. The 1-1 pitch. Ruiz socks one deep down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it hit the wall fair. Bouncing all the way back about 20 feet off the fence. Ruiz into second with a double. He absolutely scorched that down the line. At Kisa Stadium, it might have gotten out for a homer, but it's a high wall in right. And it was only maybe, I'd say, 40% of the way up it. But the question was, would it hook foul? And no, it managed to hit what looks like a large vodka bottle on the wall down the first base and right field line. So Ruiz picks up a double and a runner in scoring position for the Dust Devils with one out in the third. Yohan Macias up, first pitch to him, pop foul. Above us, straight back, 0-1 the count. So for Jorge Ruiz, fourth double of the year. And again, it's the first hit of the game for Tri-City. As Kate's working from the stretch now, he checks Ruiz at second, the 0-1. Macias swings and fouls it back, 0-2. Yohan has been in a bit of a rut at the plate. Starting out strongly. Average now 169. He's driven in 6. No homers. But really more an on-base guy for the Dust Devils. The 0-2. Grounder up the middle. Fielded by Arjun Namala. He'll take the sure out at first. 2 outs now in the third. But Ruiz 90 feet away at third base. It'll be up to Capri Ortiz to try to score him. So 2 outs. Capri Ortiz, who popped out to first, comes up. No score in the third. First pitch to Capri, soft grounder, right side. Charged and fielded by Maddox Lotta. His throw to first in time. And the inning is over. The Dust Devils turned away here, top 3. No runs, a hit. No errors, and a man left 90 feet away through 2.5. Looks a lot like yesterday. Tri-City and Vancouver, no score. This is Dust Devils baseball, and we're glad you're here for it.
Call Abadan today for your business technology needs. From copiers to high-capacity print production, Abadan has you covered. Find out why they've served the Mid-Columbia since 1953. Call 509-946-2033. Abadan. Feel connected.
We take a lot of pride in the success of our Tri-City Dust Devils, just like the folks at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride. With quality gasoline, non-ethanol premium, and diesel fuel, Pacific Pride's 24-hour fully automated fueling stations are modern, clean, and well-lit, and the Frequent Fueler's Special Access Card provides security, control, and itemized billing. No lost receipts, no unauthorized purchases, no guesswork. Just hundreds of convenient Pacific Pride sites throughout the U.S. At Pacific Pride, we fuel the winners, and your company can join the team. So get a handle on your commercial fueling needs with Pacific Pride. Open your account today at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride, with offices in Pasco, Spokane, Yakima, and surrounding areas.
On to the bottom of the third here in Vancouver. Tri-City in Vancouver, no score. And Tyler Bremner will look for a new baseball to begin the third inning. First man will take on is center fielder Matt Scannell, third baseman Manny Beltre, and left fielder J.R. Freethy, who forced Bremner to throw 13 pitches in his first confrontation with him. Set up to go in the third. First pitch to Scannell. It's a little inside, 1-0. A tale of two innings pitch-wise for Tyler Bremner. He threw 25 in the first inning, 5 pitches in the second. 3 outs in both, the 1-0. Sitting there for a strike, a slider that time. And no walks involved in that. He's given up 3 hits. Threw 23 strikes and 30 pitches in the first 2 innings, the 1-1. Just inside. Fastball with some movement. 2 balls and a strike. Again, it is a bright and gorgeous day. Sun high in the sky. The 2-1. Foul tipped into the glove of Peter Burns for strike 2. Outfield straight away on Scannell. Speedy center fielder, left-hand hitter. No homers, 5 RBI so far in the year. Average at 206. The 2-2. Swing, and did he hold on to it? Where's the ball? No, apparently. As Burns shoves it away to the third base side. Could not hang on to that foul tip. Looked like it was a difficult one. So Scannell sees another pitch. Bremner sets in the wind. Again, glove right at the belt, the pitch. Change up that time, just getting a piece. Was Scannell to keep the AB going. So this is kind of in reverse, really, the strategy that we usually see from the Canadians, who are very patient at the plates. They make pitchers throw strikes, but that's not a problem for Tyler Bremner usually. Usually he's throwing a lot of strikes, so they got to swing the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And an off-speed pitch from Bremner. And his second strikeout of the day. 1 out in the bottom of the third. Dust Devils, Canadians, no score. And we played 9 innings in that way yesterday before the Dust Devils broke the tie in the 10th. On a 3-run homer by Randy DeJesus, only scoring play of the 3-0 win. First pitch to Beltre. Fastball taken for strike 1. Beltre, we've seen it second, short, and third so far this year. Versatile infielder. The pitch. Hit on the ground is short. Capri Ortiz has it on a couple of hops. Strong throw to first. 2 outs. So after that 25-pitch first inning, Bremner working through, and weren't really strike throwing issues, but foul balls left and right. Takes on the man who really tried to give him grief the first time around, J.R. Freethy, and did. First pitch. Freethy takes it a little low. 1-0. 13 pitches in the first at bat. The 13th, Freethy sending on the ground through the right side for a single. The 1-0. Fastball high. 2 balls and no strikes. Freethy out of Rockland, California, suburban Sacramento area. Bremner, born and raised in America's finest city of San Diego. The 2-0. Change up in for strike 1, and that's not my judgment. That's the slogan of the city of San Diego. But if you've been there, they make a compelling case, I got to say. The 2-1. That's low and inside, ball 3. So 3-1 to Freethy, looking to get aboard a second time. If he does, right fielder Carter Cunningham will get a look here in the third. The 3-1. Taken high, ball 4. So Freethy aboard, but only cost Bremner 5 pitches instead of 13. So there's something positive for both sides there. 2-out base runner for Vancouver and a speedy one, so Bremner will have to keep a close eye. Bremner struck out Carter Cunningham on 3 pitches his first time up. First pitch. Cunningham takes it low. Change up that time, 1-0. So far, no runs, 1 hit, no errors for Tri-City. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Vancouver. 2 singles and a double for the Canadians, a double for Tri-City, the pitch. Cunningham high in the air. Left side, shallow left center. Capri Ortiz out, Jorge Ruiz in. Ruiz makes the call and the catch, and the inning is over. So a high pop out into left center, and Tyler Bremner through 3 scoreless innings. He's done that now in 3 of his 4 starts as a pro. No runs, no hits, no errors, a man left, and through 3. The Dust Devils and the Canadians, no score. This is Tri-City Dust Devils baseball.
Most women will never experience breast cancer, but for the 1 in 8 who does, early detection can mean the difference between life and death. Catching cancer early means more options while the disease is easier to treat and cure. If you're a woman over 40, you can schedule your annual exam yourself. It's easy. Just call Inland Imaging at 509-374-4030. Don't put it off. Call to schedule your screening mammogram today.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and memorable moments. Make your plans today for July 24th through the 27th for the induction of Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, and Jeff Kent as the class of 2026. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown.
Quickly to the 4th inning here on beautiful British Columbia. Tri-City and Vancouver no score in a game that has looked quite a bit like yesterday's contest. If you were not here for it, we're glad to have you for this one. 9 scoreless innings, both sides yesterday. Tri-City striking in the 10th and winning 3-0. And the Dust Devils will go to 10 innings again if they have to, but they'd rather win in the regular 9. I think Vancouver would say the same as Jake Monroe, the third baseman, stands in a second time. First pitch, Monroe unable to check the swing. And a pitch diving low, 0-1. Monroe struck out swinging his first time up. Matt Kootenai and Ryan Nicholson to follow the 0-1. Monroe down the left field line. It's hooking foul. That went off the very edge of the rail down the left field line and bounced further away toward the Caesar Bar and Barbecue stand. In case you're unfamiliar with what a Caesar is, it's basically a Bloody Mary but with Clamato juice involved. It doesn't have to be Clamato, but it's the easiest way to get clam juice and tomato juice together. And it's for folks 21 and up, 19 and up if you're in Canada. The 0-2. Outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. But it is kind of known as the national drink of Canada. Caesar, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Jake Monroe down a second time. So 1 out in the 4th. 3 strikeouts for Austin Cates. Again, 2 of them of Monroe. And Matt Kootenai, the designated hitter, won't come up. No score, bases empty, 1 out in the 4th. First pitch to Kootenai, fouled high in the air. Third base side out of play, 0-1. Austin Cates really works with a quick tempo. As he winds, it took him 6 seconds of the pitch clock that time to come home with a slider that didn't quite slide. He was trying to find the top of the zone with it. It ended up high. A ball and a strike. Once he puts the foot against the rubber, really working right about the middle of it, he's just about ready to go. As Cates winds and fires. Fastball low. 2 balls and a strike. I think the stadium gun got a little stuck there. It's at 85, but that certainly seemed a little more. The 2-1 now. Kootenai takes it. That fastball low. 3-1. Mentioned Ryan Nicholson waiting on deck for Tri-City in the 25th season jerseys today. The 3-1. Kootenai fouls it away, curving it over the netting on the third base side of the roof. Count full now to the man from Alberta. Finished his collegiate career at Old Dominion. The 3-2. Low and inside, ball 4. So the first walk of the day issued by Austin Cates comes to Matt Kootenai with 1 out in the top of the 4th and no score. He's just the second base runner. Jorge Ruiz has doubled the only hit. And Ryan Nicholson, the first baseman, will come up. He popped out to Arjun Amala in shallow left center his first time up. Led off the second. First pitch. Inside, 1-0. And the lefties in the lineup dispersed in blocks today. Kootenai and Nicholson 3 and 4, and then Peter Burns, Anthony School, Jorge Ruiz 6, 7, 8. The 1-0. Nicholson takes a fastball high, 2-0. And that's not to mention Yohan Macias, who also comes up as a lefty as a switch hitter against right-handers. 7 out of 9 in the Tri-City order. Or 6 out of 9, beg your pardon, lefties. The pitch. 2-0 is a fastball high. 3 balls and no strikes. Only for the first time today, seeing a little bit of control issues from Austin Cates. He's been pretty aggressive in going after Dust Devils hitters. The 3-0. Nicholson takes it. It misses, a 4-pitch walk. So first and second, 1 out. And now a meeting at the mound called by Jacob Sharp, and the couple of infielders will make their way in as well. Almost wonder if we might see Canadians pitching coach Eric Yardley. Not the case. This is Sharp making the call. Again, you want your catcher kind of running things battery-wise and in the infield. With a runner at second as well, though, they also want to make sure that they have their defensive plans ready for any possible, perhaps, sacrifice by the Dust Devils. Of course, the man at the plate probably not going to lay one down, especially the way he's been hitting, though. He struck out in his first at-bat. Randy DeJesus coming up with 2 on. This is a man you want to let get some extension, see if he can't send one flying. No score, 1 out in the 4th. First pitch to DeJesus, a slider, in for strike 1. Kootenai at second, Nicholson at first. As Cates checking Kootenai at second, the 0-1. Fastball, a little low. Actually, maybe make it the slider, 87. A ball and a strike. DeJesus again strike. Yeah, he's the other strikeout. Monroe 2, DeJesus 1. Arguably, 2 most productive hitters for the Dust Devils so far overall this year. The 1-1. Randy high in the air to center. Going to stay in the park, though. Matt Scannell, the center fielder, lining it up. The wind is blowing in just a little bit. Catch made for out number 2, and the runners hold. DeJesus also got a little underneath it. And so he is retired in deep left center for out number 2. brings up catcher Peter Burns. Tri-City nothing, Vancouver nothing. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Burns flew out to center his first time up. First pitch to Burns. Unable to check the swing. That was about 2/3 of the way through. On and off speed pitch coming in low. 0-1. Austin Keats nearing 60 pitches. Also nearing getting through 4 innings. The Devils trying to strike here for the first run of the day. 0-1. Burns takes it outside. A ball and a strike. And you hear kind of the din of the crowd. It is a warmer day today. Hasn't been cold here, though, really, at any point this week. The 1-1. It's high. 2 balls and a strike. First 3 games of the series, we were at 15 Celsius, which is 59 Fahrenheit, right around 60. We're low 60s today Fahrenheit, so either 16 or 17 Fahrenheit. I believe 16. The 2-1 in there for strike 2 at the knees. That is 16 Celsius. As time called, Burns stepping out, hitting .217 on the year. He's driven in 3. He has had some production. 3 doubles on the year. The 2-2. Burns pops it, a spinner, foul, third base side, coming into the seats. Fans okay. Somebody with a new ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cates back foot to the first base side of the rubber against the lefty catcher. The pitch. It's low. And the count full now at 3-2. That will force Kootenay and Nicholson into motion. Give them the opportunity to. That could mean that a hit that maybe wouldn't have scored them both would if it's in the right spot. They go, the pitch. Burns, liner into center, coming into the run. Matt Scannell, he'll get there and make the catch to end the inning. Hit well by Burns, but Scannell with good speed and a good read on it makes the play, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 are left. The Dust Devils have left 3 on base so far in the game, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score. Tri-City and Vancouver. This still Dust Devils baseball.
Okay, text from the wedding planner. She's talking about a cake pop mural.
Ah, exciting.
Ooh, it's $8,000.
Oh.
I don't know, we're trying to save for a house.
Well, you only get married once. Or twice. 3 times tops.
There's a lot of bad money advice out there. For knowledge you can trust, come to Gisa Credit Union. Whether it's saving for the wedding or everything that comes after, we can help get you where you want to be. Find a healthier approach to money at Gisa.
Love watching the future of baseball? With the Bally Sports Live app, you can stream every minor league baseball game and follow baseball's top prospects anytime, anywhere. Experience minor league baseball like never before. Dive in with real-time enhanced stats, track your favorite players, and play bingo along with every pitch. And the best part? It's completely free. Download the Bally Sports Live app on your phone or connected device to start watching now.
We make our way to the bottom of the 4th inning, north of the border. Tri-City nothing, Vancouver nothing. Tyler Bremner ready to begin a 4th inning of work. So far, 3 innings, no runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Faced some trouble in the 1st inning. He's had a base runner in every inning so far, but again, 3 zeros posted, and that is what matters. Not only that, of the 46 pitches he's thrown, 32 have been for strikes. As Pitch number 47 begins his bottom of the fourth. The fastball just outside 1-0. Tyler winds the 1-0 now. Just low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Most he's walked in a game is 3 and had 10 strikeouts in his start at Gisa Stadium last Saturday. The 2-0 swing and a miss. Fastball by Arjun Namola for strike 1. So coming into the day, of the 181 pitches Tyler had thrown, 113 of them were strikes. The 2-1 fouled straight back. Slider that time. 2-2. Namola a single through the left side in the first inning. So one of the 3 Vancouver hits. The 2-2. Namola takes it high and the count full. Infield slightly tilted for Namola to pull. The 3-2. In the air to center. Hit deep, but Anthony School going back. A lot of room with which to operate in this outfield. At shy of the warning track, he makes the catch for the first out of the fourth. That was hit well by Namola, but again, the breeze seems to be blowing in a little bit. It looks like it has died down for the moment. But you really got to hit it high and deep if you're going to get it out this time of year at Bailey Stadium. It does remind me in ways of Gisa Stadium pre the new fences last year. And no score, 1 out in the fourth. First pitch to Peyton Williams, a swing and a miss at a fastball 0-1. Definitely a guy at the plate with the power to hit it out. So was Namola, though. The 0-1. Williams takes it high. A ball and a strike. He grounded into a 5-4-3 double play and was just what the doctor ordered after Tyler Bremner had thrown 24 pitches and gotten only 1 out in the first, the 1-1. That tip foul at the plate. Just off the end of the bat. Strike 2. So the ball boy system seems to be a little out of whack today. Folks not quite sure who's supposed to get what. The 1-2. Williams hit in the air deep to right. De Jesus going back. It's high off the fence but stays in the ballpark. As Randy comes up firing, the throw was right on the bag at second, but nobody was there. Jake Monroe will back it up. It's a double for Peyton Williams, and that was oh so close to getting out. That was the changeup. Williams sat on it and very nearly drove it on a line out of here. So Williams at second with 1 out, and Bremner will work with some traffic again. Still no score, though. Bottom of the fourth inning, and Jacob Sharp, the catcher, in. From the stretch, Bremner home. Fastball missing high, 1-0. Sharp grounded out on the first pitch of the bottom of the second. Listed at 5'7", 180 pounds. Not a large man in the right-hand box, so it is a small strike zone. The 1-0. Sharp, a little liner into left. That's going to get down. Williams going to get the wave as Jorge Ruiz fields and fires to second. Throw's going to be in plenty of time there, and Sharp's out. So the run is in, and Vancouver leads 1-0. But now the bases are empty as Dan Bilardello is coming out, and he's also pointing at somebody in the dugout. I'm not sure what we got going on here. Athletic trainer Jeremy Hall has come out of the dugout, and he's come out to check on second baseman Yohan Macias. I am not sure why, but Dan Bilardello was right on it. He saw something he didn't like. They looked to be maybe checking his hand. Perhaps Sharp coming in on the tag. Either that or it was just something looked funny. Either way, again, Williams is in on the RBI single by Jacob Sharp. Sharp is then tagged out at second. 7-4. And after the check of Yohan Macias, he will stay in the ballgame. So again, at second, the tag out. So there's nobody on base. But Vancouver leads 1-0. Another fourth inning run for the Seas this week. That's now 12 in 5 games. As the first pitch to Doug Gleed, a fastball for a strike, 0-1. So in the fourth inning so far this week, it has been Vancouver 12, Tri-City nothing. For whatever reason, this inning has been tough. The 0-1. Foul back, 0-2. As Tyler Bremner just crossing the 60 pitch mark, or making it there. He's given up now a run on 5 hits. He's up 2 strikes on Gleed, though, who doubled off him the first time up. The 0-2. Gleed, fly ball, right center, hit well. That's going to get down in between School and DeJesus, heading to the base of the wall in right center. Gleed rounding second. He will pull in with a 2-out double. Yohan Macias was ready to come up firing. Capri Ortiz hit the deck in anticipation, but Gleed had pulled in at second. So double, single, double. Tyler Bremner getting hit a bit here in this fourth. And that's 2 doubles for Doug Gleed on the day. Runner in scoring position, a run already in for Vancouver here in the fourth. They lead 1-0, and Maddox Lana to the plate. Lana a bit unlucky to not have a hit his first time up, as he hit a screamer of a line drive to right that Randy DeJesus ran back on and caught, falling to the warning track, and it ended up a double play. First pitch. Soft grounder, left side. Jake Monroe gets it. Throw to first in time, and that will end the fourth inning. 5-3 and routinely so. But the Canadians with a run across on 3 hits. No errors. 1 man left. And through 4, the score: Vancouver 1, Tri-City nothing. This is Dust Devils Baseball.
No matter your industry, old or new, Crown Paper and Janitorial is proud to support the community. With our expertise, we can help provide a clean, safe, and healthy environment. Whether you need a consultation for your sustainability objectives or simply have a nasty stain on the carpet, we are here to help. To contact us or to learn more, visit crown.walterenelson.com.
Experience a celebration of the historic connection between baseball and the military this Memorial Day weekend in Cooperstown, New York. The Hall of Fame Military Classic, a tribute to service and sacrifice, will be held May 23rd at Doubleday Field. The 7-inning Legends game will feature Hall of Famer coaches and managers and recently retired MLB stars. The Hall of Fame Military Classic is part of a weekend celebration of America's 250th birthday. Get your Military Classic tickets today at baseballhall.org.
One nothing. Vancouver leads Tri-City as we make it to the 5th inning now, and Austin Cates, the Vancouver starter, works with the lead for the first time today. Dust Devils will try to undo that quickly. Center fielder Anthony School will lead things off. Left fielder Jorge Ruiz and second baseman Yohan Macias to follow. The 7, 8, 9 of Dan Villardello's order. School flew out to right his first time up, a sliding catch denying him a hit. First pitch this time. Curveball comes in low, 1-0. Next delivery. Another either slower slider or curve, and that one there for strike one. The count even. The 1-1. School pulls one foul. Bouncing off the screen and out to Dub Gleed, the Vancouver first baseman. He tosses it into the dugout. Dust Devils just one hit so far today. The 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That hit comes from the man waiting on deck. A double off the wall down the right field line in the second, the 2-2. School able to get a piece of a fastball and extend the AB. 1 run, 6 hits, no errors for Vancouver. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Tri-City so far. The 2-2. School grounder fair up the first base line. Gleed has it, and he'll take it to the bag for an easy first down. So Anthony School 0 for 2 now. And Jorge Ruiz to the plate. Socked a line drive that just stayed straight as a string down the right field line and hit the wall inside the yellow line. First pitch to Ruiz, this time a fastball high, 1-0. Cates winds and fires. Like something with some movement there, finding the zone, 1-1. Third baseman Manny Beltre playing at the edge of the grass, the pitch. Soft grounder up the middle, fielded by Cates. He'll make the underhand toss to Gleed for round number 2. So just a little topper, really, to Cates. He handled it no issue. So 2 outs in the 5th. Bases clear, 1-0 Vancouver leading. And Yohan Macias up. First pitch to Yohan. At the knees for strike 1. Seeing this breaking ball now come in the upper 70s. Slower than earlier, the 0-1. Macias, high pop-up, third base side. Slicing, that's going to end up fouling out of play. Clanging around and into the staircase. Macias quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. He grounded out to short his first time up. There is action in the Vancouver pen, the 0-2. A tip foul at the plate, but Sharp unable to hold on to it, so Macias will see another. It is a lefty throwing for Vancouver. That is Juanmi Vazquez, who Dust Devils have seen a couple of times this year. The 0-2. Macias socks a liner into right center. That's going to get down. Scannell over to it quickly. Macias hustling for second, and he's going to get there. He slides in head first with a 2-out double. Ian mentioned it's been a bit of a struggle at the plate for Yohan Macias of late, so that has to feel good as he squared that one up. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Yohan Macias. His first double of the season. He had a triple, did not have a double. Now he's on the board, and he brings Capri Ortiz to the plate with a chance to bring in the tying run. 1-0 Vancouver in the 5th with 2 outs, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider moving away, 0-1. Macias, or should say, beg your pardon, Ortiz has popped out to first and grounded out to second. Just needs to get something through. The 0-1. Pop up, shallow center. The second baseman, Maddox Lana, out. He'll make the catch and end the inning. And with that, Austin Cates now the pitcher of record for Vancouver. Dust Devils denied here in the 5th, and Capri Ortiz 0 for 3. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. This one official as we go to the bottom of the 5th with the score. The Canadians 1, the Dust Devils 0. This is Tri-City Dust Devils baseball. We thank you for listening.
The Hampton Inn Suites Pasco Tri-Cities Hotel provides a home away from home retreat while you stay in Washington. Wake up to a free hot breakfast after a restful sleep on a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Plan your next adventure using the free Wi-Fi in your room or throughout the hotel, and unwind in their indoor saltwater pool and hot tub. They're close to the track center for meetings, concert, and sporting events. Visit Giesa Stadium to watch the Tri-City Dust Devils. For reservations, call 509-792-1660 or stop by 6826 Burden Boulevard in Pasco.
After my wife died, I felt like I lost everything, including my love of fishing. But one day, my granddaughter called, and I realized I still had a lot to look forward to. I got referred to a psychiatrist who explained depression can happen to anyone. Getting help doesn't make me weak. It makes me stronger. I just wish it made me better at fishing.
Mental health care is working for Diego. See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Now to the bottom of the fifth inning in Vancouver, BC. The Canadians won, the Tri-City Dust Devils nothing the score. And Tyler Bremner, who just celebrated a birthday, by the way, on Monday. Bremner turning 22 on Monday. Takes on Matt Scannell to begin a fifth inning of work. Bremner's given up 1 run on 6 hits. So not that much, but he trails by a run. As Scannell takes a fastball inside, going to his knees to get out of the way of it. 1 ball and no strikes. Mentioned Vancouver has had some action in their bullpen. Lefty Wami Vasquez throwing, he still is. Nothing brewing yet in the Tri-City pen. Tyler Bremner still in the 60s, pitch count-wise. The 1-0 inside again. 2 balls and no strikes. It was very easy math to do. I didn't need to hear official scorer Mike Hanifin calling out the pitcher because Vancouver has 2 lefties on the roster and the other one pitched yesterday. The 2-0, a swing and a miss at a fastball for strike 1. So sheer deductive reasoning. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but that was pretty easy to do. Infield playing Scannell to pull. Outfield straight on, really. The 2-1. Scannell pops it foul. Into the netting behind home plate, evening the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, no score updates to bring you from the Northwest League. Later today, it'll be Eugene and Hillsborough, a 5:03 start there, and a nod to the local area code. 7:05 start at Everett Memorial Stadium. The Spokane Indians visiting the Aqua Sox, the 2-2. Little check swing foul at the plate, and that got a piece of Burns, who ends up sprawled on the ground. Says he's okay, though. Just needed a little minute to shake that off, and that was again one of those moments, and we've highlighted them before, where the home plate umpire, in this case Brady Parrish, went out, took his time getting a ball to Tyler Bremner just to give Burns a breather. Catchers will do the same when an umpire takes a deflection. And 2-2 the count, 1-0 Vancouver in the 5th, the pitch. Scannell high and foul, just around the grandstand and out, toward the Riley Park Farmers Market, just to the east of Nat Bailey Stadium. It's a lovely farmers market. I intended to stop in today, but just ran out of time. The 2-2. That's at the top, but missing, just high of the zone, and the count full 3-2. I do see Cathal K out there starting to walk around and mosey about, so my guess is he is probably up next. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bremner gets him with a fastball. Him being Scannell, who strikes out for a second time. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. That is the 3rd strikeout for Tyler Bremner. So he struck out Carter Cunningham in the 1st inning, and he's gotten Scannell twice. Aces clear, 1 out, bottom 5, 1-0 Canadians. First pitch to Manny Beltre. Fastball, outer half, in there 0-1. Beltre grounded out to short in his first at bat. Here's the 2nd out of the 3rd. The 0-1. Swinging a foul tip back to Peter Burns, strike 2. J.R. Freethy, who has been a touch of a nemesis for Tyler Bremner today, waiting on deck in Vancouver's Black Mounties setup, the 0-2. Fouled away first base side. Still 0-2. By the way, another 105 game tomorrow. We do not know who the Dust Devils starter will be tomorrow. They may know in the dugout, but that is not information that has been released yet. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, got him with a slider. Another strikeout, make it 4 now for Bremner on the day. 2 outs, the base is clear in the 5th. 1-0 Vancouver leading. And action now beginning in the pen, but it is Kyle Roach throwing now for the Dust Devils. His first pitch to J.R. Freethy, in for a strike, 0-1. So Kyle Roach has just begun to throw for the Dust Devils. So saw Key out there moseying about, but not getting the call right now. The 0-1 is high. A ball and a strike. It's Tyler Bremner getting now to 75 pitches with that miss, so he's in the neighborhood. He's thrown the most pitches of any outing he's had this year so far, as he continues to stretch out the 1-1. Fastball outside, 2 balls and a strike. So we'll see how much longer Bremner has here. If the line is 80, if the line is 5 innings, a mix of the two. The 2-1. Freethy takes it, it's there, strike 2. Fastball registering at 95 on the stadium gun. Again, Freethy, a 13-pitch single in the first, a 5-pitch walk in the third. He's reached both times. Can Bremner get him to perhaps finish the day, the 2-2? Changeup, it's there on the inside corner, strike 3. Tyler Bremner strikes out the side in the 5th inning, getting the best of J.R. Freethy again to perhaps close out his day. 5 strikeouts if that's it. Zeros down the book column, and we go to the 6th. 1-0. Tri-City trails Vancouver. This is Dust Devils baseball.
Living a healthy life is built on a foundation of good habits. Nourishing food, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, getting a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25 and annual mammograms starting at 40. At Inland Imaging, we've doubled the capacity of our Kennewick Center to make it twice as easy to take care of your health. Schedule your annual screening today. Call 509-374-4030 or visit inlandimaging.com/scheduling-TC.
Who's on first? At Tri-Cities Community Health, you come first. Your local community health center for over 40 years, our experienced team of medical, dental, and behavioral health specialists provide personalized care tailored to your individual needs. TCCH pharmacies are located in Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, offering free prescription delivery. You'll always receive the highest level of care in a timely manner, regardless of your financial situation. Our teamwork means better care and better health, and the ultimate winner is you. Make Tri-Cities Community Health your home base for all of your healthcare needs. Go to mytcch.org to schedule an appointment or learn more.
To the 6th inning now at Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium in Vancouver. With the score, the Vancouver Canadians 1, the Tri-City Dust Devils 0. The day is over for Austin Cates, right-handed starter for the Canadians. He is in line to get the victory. No runs, 2 hits in 5 innings of work. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. And Juanmi Vazquez, the left-hander, comes on. First pitch, a swing and a miss. A slider getting past Jake Monroe. So it'll be the 2-3-4 facing Juanmi Vazquez, and that of note, especially the 4. More on that in a moment. The 0-1. Grounder pulled foul, third base side as it ricochets into the Tri-City dugout. No balls and 2 strikes on Jake Monroe. 78 pitches, 51 strikes for Austin Cates. And again now Vazquez, the 0-2. It's high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jake Monroe has actually seen Juanmi Vazquez as well, as he was part of the 9th inning rally on Easter Sunday, the 1-2. Monroe, a grounder on a hop right back to the mound. Vasquez snares it. He'll run toward the base, make the easy underhand toss. 1 out to begin the 6th. As it was Monroe at one of the hits, setting the table for Ryan Nicholson, whose 3-run walk-off homer gave the Dust Devils a 7-5 win that day. That 1-3 grounder making Jake Monroe today so far 0 for 3. Here's Matt Kootenay. 1-0 Canadians. The base is empty. 1 out in the 6th. The pitch. It's a slider low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Kootenay is grounded out to first and walked. As from the line, the 1-0. Slider missing. 2 balls and no strikes. And the man who got the walk-off homer on Sunday, April 5th, waiting on deck. The 2-0. Kootenay swings and fouls it straight back, 2-1. Yeah, it's a little different setup in Nicholson's case here, though we have seen a left-handed homer for the Dust Devils off the bat of Anthony School on Thursday night. Still felt like it was gaining altitude as it crossed the high wall. The 2-1 popped high in the air, third base side. That is foul, out of play. Around the roof and into the upper part of the seats. Again, I think it's safe to say, building on yesterday, largest crowd of the week here at the ballpark. The 2-2. Kootenay takes it high in the count full. Again, Kyle Roach throwing for the Dust Devils out in the bullpen in left field. So would think Tyler Bremner is probably done after 5 innings. The 3-2. Inside, ball 4. Matt Kootenay takes a second walk. So a base runner in front of Ryan Nicholson. Juanmi Vasquez, by the way, overall for the year before the outing began. 5 appearances, 0-2, a 9.82 ERA. So he's had some issues. The Dust Devils trying to cause him some more. First pitch to Ryan. Nicholson takes it down the middle for strike 1. It was a liner that just cleared the wall in right, taking what was a 5-4 Canadians lead to a 7-5 Dust Devils win. The 0-1. Nicholson, check swing, did he offer? No, says Patrick McMorris, the base umpire. And this crew has been pretty lenient on check swings. Judgment call for the umpire. There's no definition in the book of whether or not he crossed a certain space or not. Intent is the judgment. Throw over to first, back safely is Matt Kootenay. Matt, not a huge threat to steal. No steals, no attempts. But Vasquez trying to keep him close. The 1-1. Nicholson takes it. It's high. 2 balls and a strike. So can Nicholson find his way into a hitter's count and drive something once more? Big gap in left center, with Nicholson being played to pull. The pitch. Ryan takes it at the knees. Strike 2. A lot of off-speed stuff from Vasquez. I don't think he's shown him the fastball yet. Maybe not wanting to provide fuel for the fire, remembering what happened on the 5th of April. Vasquez sat working the first base side of the rubber. He checks Kootenay twice. The 2-2. Fastball taken, strike 3. Again, he had not thrown it. And then he sneaks it by Nicholson for the second out. Ryan now 0 for 2 with a walk. Vasquez not out of the woods yet, though. Randy DeJesus to the plate. The Canadians leading the Dust Devils 1-0 with Matt Kootenay at first. 2 outs, top of the 6th inning. Throw over to first. Again, back safely is Kootenay. No need even for a slide. He's barely off the base. DeJesus is struck out swinging and flown out to deep left center. 0 for 2 so far today. First pitch from Vasquez. Swing and a miss. Either a slider or a changeup. As Vasquez set again. The 0-1. DeJesus, a bunt attempt on the third base side. Foul for strike two. Have to think Randy had gone on that on his own, seeing Manny Beltre playing well back at third. 0-2 now the count. The pitch. Jesus swings and misses, strike three, and that does it for the Dust Devils in the inning. So, 2 strikeouts for Juanmi Vazquez. No runs, no hits, no errors. A man left for the Dust Devils. In the 6th, Tri-City has left 5 on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Kyle Roach coming in for the Dust Devils. 1-0 Vancouver the score. This is Dust Devils baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. Come be a part of the celebration as your Tri-City Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Live mariachi, live dancing, and a vibrant atmosphere.
The first 500 fans on Friday, May 1st, receive a big giveaway, a commemorative 25th anniversary pendant. And Saturday, May 2nd, we will have post-game fireworks thanks to IBEW 112 and NECA. It's also family feast night.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-City's tradition for 25 years.
Kyle Roach taking over for the Tri-City Dust Devils. As we start the bottom of the 6th with the score, Vancouver 1, Tri-City 0. Tyler Bremner going 5 innings, a run earned on 6 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. 55 strikes in 79 pitches. A solid outing. But Bremner is in line for the loss. Best he can do is a no decision. As Carter Cunningham, right fielder up. First pitch to the lefty from Roach. It misses. Fastball at 94. 1 ball and no strikes. Roach, no decisions, an ERA of 3. This is his 7th outing of the year. The 1-0. Cunningham high in the air, down the left field line. Slicing, foul out of play as both Ruiz and Macias have a look. It'll land in the concourse and bounce around. A ball and a strike. Kendall Kane, Denny Thompson, and Sam Takoyan were all at 6 appearances coming into the day as well. So Roach, the first Dust Devil to throw a 7th time this year. As the righty winds, the 1-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Yohan Macias just outside his reach. A full dive from Yohan. But it scoots by. Carter Cunningham has his first hit of the day after a strikeout and a fly out to left. Seventh hit of the game for Vancouver. And the leadoff man on to begin the 6th. Only the 2nd time today that Vancouver has had the leadoff man aboard in an inning. First one was the first inning. That runner left stranded. Arjun Namala, the shortstop, up. First pitch. Breaking ball, and it's there, 0-1. So 1 run, 7 hits, no errors for Vancouver. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Tri-City. Those the line scores. Live, the 0-1. Fastball just high for Roach. A ball and a strike. Kyle, 9 innings, 3 runs earned on 5 hits. That explains the ERA of 3. 6 walks, a hit batter, 8 strikeouts. Northwest League hitters have hit 152 against him. All in all, pretty good. The 1-1. Fastball, and that's there for strike 2. Looked like it found the outer half that time. Was a little lower. Namala, a single in the first. He flew out to deep center to lead off the 4th. 1 for 2 so far on the day. Pickoff throw over to first. Back safely is Cunningham, who has some speed. Definitely a guy you got to watch. He's stolen 2 bases this year, been caught twice. Vancouver as a team has only stolen 11. They've been caught 10 times. It's not really been part of their organizational philosophy for a while, the 1-2. It's high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cunningham, it's a pretty short lead at first, extended now a bit, the 2-2. Just outside, and the count full now. 4:05 start in Biloxi. Ryan Costu, Dust Devil alum, taking on the Biloxi Shuckers for the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Rancho Cucamonga at Fresno, Salt Lake, and Las Vegas later as well. The 3-2. Grounder to the right side. Macias hurries over. He'll get the out at first, as his momentum was taking him toward the first base bag. Would have been very hard to stop, throw to second. So they get an out, but now a runner in scoring position for the Canadians with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 1-0. It's a 4-3 ground out. So Mahler retired, and Peyton Williams, the designated hitter, up. First bench. Fastball outside, 1-0. Williams, his last time up, hit one high off the wall in right center. Just missed a homer by a couple feet, it looked like. The 1-0. And a curveball missing high. 2 balls and no strikes. Roach going with the long sleeves underneath the jersey. A good deal of players have gone that route, though it is now a somewhat warm spring afternoon here in Vancouver. The 2-0. Williams swings and misses. That one diving low toward his feet. He can't lay off it. 2 balls and a strike. As Williams doubled, he scored on Jacob Sharp's RBI single. That is, to this moment, the lone run of this game. The 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike make it. Looks like whenever Breeze has been out there, again, is quieted a bit. The 3-1. It's low and inside, ball 4. So Williams draws a walk. First and second for the Canadians now, with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. That brings up Jacob Sharp, the Vancouver catcher, who again had the RBI single in the 4th inning. First pitch to him this time, a swing and a miss, as Roach got him to chase an off-speed pitch. 0-1. Sharp was trying to turn that into a double, was thrown out at second. 0-1. Breaking ball, curveball that time on the inner half, 0-2. That RBI for Sharp is 9th of the year. He's hitting .345. Catching for Vancouver. This time is called by Sharp just as Roach was about to come set. Sharp and Gilliland have pretty well carried the load. Edward Duran injured as the 0-2 pitch hit high in the air to center. Catching it is School for the second out as he was coming up a fire, and Cunningham bluffing an attempt to tag. He holds it second. Just not worth it. And so 2 outs now for Vancouver in the 6th. The Dub lead coming to the plate. Also another cult hero here in Vancouver, not unlike Brennan Orff, his teammate. It's just fun to chant Dub, the Canadians fans are finding. 1-0 Vancouver in the 6th. Runners at first and second with 2 out. 2 doubles for Gleed. First pitch to him. Slider in for strike 1. First one was on the ground into left. His first time up. Then he lined one in the gap in right center in the fourth. The 0-1. Lead to center. School going back. Reaches up, makes the catch, and the inning is over. He hit it on the screws a third time, but this time it is caught. The inning ends, and Kyle Roach posts a scoreless sixth. No runs or hits, no errors. 2 are left. We go to the 7th. Tri-City still trailing 1-0. This is Dust Devils baseball.
We take a lot of pride in the success of our Tri-City Dust Devils, just like the folks at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride. With quality gasoline, non-ethanol premium, and diesel fuel, Pacific Pride's 24-hour fully automated fueling stations are modern, clean, and well-lit, and the frequent fueler's special access card provides security, control, and itemized billing. No lost receipts, no unauthorized purchases, no guesswork. Just hundreds of convenient Pacific Pride sites throughout the U.S. At Pacific Pride, we fuel the winners, and your company can join the team. So get a handle on your commercial fueling needs with Pacific Pride. Open your account today at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride, with offices in Pasco, Spokane, Yakima, and surrounding areas.
Call Abadan today for your business technology needs. From copiers to high-capacity print production, Abadan has you covered. Find out why they've served the Mid-Columbia since 1953. Call 509-946-2033. Abadan. Feel connected.
Juanmi Vasquez continues on for the Vancouver Canadians as we head to the 7th inning. The Vancouver Canadians won, the Tri-City Dust Devils nothing. Catcher Peter Burns will be the leadoff man. This is continuing a block of lefty hitters. In fact, it'll be all 3 from the left-hand side scheduled to face Vasquez. As he winds, first pitch to Burns, he squares to bunt. And it's popped foul into the netting behind home plate for strike 1. Burns has flown out and lined out to center, so he's hit the ball well twice. But he's found leather both times. The 0-1. Burns check swing, did he offer? No, says Patrick McMorris. A ball and a strike. Again, close. I think other crews in the Northwest League would have rung Burns up there. The 1-1 delivery now. Burns takes a fastball, outer half for strike 2. Lefty, lefty. You worry about those sorts of things, but Peter Burns against lefties has been pretty decent, at least this year anyway. 400 in 3 games. The 1-2 liner down the left field line, slicing foul. I think wedging in the netting in between that and the padding down the left field line, and the protective netting going all the way down the line here now in Vancouver to the edge of the cutout, the 1-2. It is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Before, it was a situation where a screamer of a line drive, fans who were down in the lower boxes, especially down left field line, were in some danger throughout the day. It's much better now, the 2-2. Burns' little check swing through the left side. It's going to get through. Peter Burns is single, and he's the potential tying run to lead off the 7th inning. And just kind of a half, almost check swing, but found a space for it to get through. So that'll bring up Anthony School. Again, leadoff man on in the 7th. 1-0, Tri-City trailing. First pitch to School, a swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch had him out in front, 0-1. Burns, no steals, no tries. The 0-1. School, sharp grounder, But to the second baseman, Lotta. He goes to second for one. Throw to first, not in time. School beats it. So Burns is retired. School will take his place at first. It's a 4-6 fielder's choice. And one out for Tri-City here in the 7th. That may be speed-wise just a little bit of an upgrade. Not that you want to see Burns get out there by any means. You don't. Jorge Ruiz, though, guy who doubled earlier. That might get a guy home if he did it again. First pitch. Fastball taken for strike one. The Canadians 1, Dust Devils nothing. Now School at first with one out, top of the 7th. Throw over to first. Not a strong one, just keeping him honest. School back safely. Remarkable, we've played really 3 of these sorts of games this week now. At least to this moment on this Saturday, the 0-1. Ruiz high in the air, deep to right, down the line. And it's foul, just foul, near the 335 sign. He almost did the exact same thing he did when he doubled in the 3rd inning. Do not believe it would have had home run distance had it been straight. It would have been high off that wall. 0-2 the count, but Ruiz starting to hit the ball with some authority. The 0-2. Ruiz takes it outside. 1-2. Wami Vasquez slated for a longer appearance here. There's nobody throwing in the Vancouver bullpen at the moment. He's got a switch hitter coming up. Throw over to first again. Not quite a lob, but certainly not an attempt to pick him off either. Just trying to let him know he's watching. As Yohan Macias waiting on deck, the 9-man for the Dust Devils. Then the order will turn over. The 1-2. Taken outside. Another fastball missing. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jorge Ruiz come up with a big hit against Vancouver. Had one. It was the first walk-off of the year in 2024 for Tri-City. The 2-2. Ruiz high in the air to center. But again, that a deep part of the park. Matt Scannell, the center fielder, coming in on it, will make the catch for the second out, and School will retreat to first. And we'll bring up Yohan Macias. Now 2 outs, top 7. Canadians 1, Dust Devils nothing. Macias, the last time he came up, doubled to the gap in right center. That was from the left-hand side of the plate. Now on the right side, another throw over. School back safely, but wasn't more than a step off the bag. One for 2 days so far for Yohan. The pitch as School goes. A swing and a foul to the third base side. With 2 outs, Dan Villardello putting the hit and run in motion. School will make his way back. As Macias, before the double, his last time up was 0 for 13 for the series. So he broke that little slump, mini slump if you will. The 0-1. It's high, a ball and a strike. Macias certainly somebody, more of a line drive hitter, a guy with enough power to shoot one to a gap or down a line, and School with his speed could score. The 1-1. It's low. 2 balls and a strike. Even the porch down the left field line isn't that far if Macias could turn on one. 320 feet. It's 8-foot fencing. Only 2 homers the entire week. They've both been by Dust Devils. Anthony School Thursday night and Randy DeJesus in the 10th inning yesterday here. The 2-1. Macias high in the air, third base side, well foul out of play. As that lands just past, and I mean just past the grandstand. And ends up in the lower area. Count even out of Yohan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left fielder J.R. Freethy shifting a bit over toward the left center gap. Another throw over. Back safely again is School. In Infield as Macias to pull, outfield the opposite way. It's a very common defensive alignment simply based on where people hit the ball. The 2-2. Macias takes it high and outside, and the count falls. So that will allow Anthony School to get into motion now. Another situation where a hit that normally wouldn't score somebody potentially could. As School extends the lead just a little bit further. He will go on this full count pitch. He does. Macias is swinging a foul tip at the plate, but it ends up in the dirt. We do have the attendance game as well. We will play that after the stretch. Juanmi Vazquez set again. School will go. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Gets a fastball by, and the inning is over. So the Dust Devils are turned away in the seventh. No runs, a hit, no errors. A man left. Tri-City has left 6 on in the last 5 innings. And again, we will limber up and stretch as we go to the bottom of the 7th in Vancouver. It's the Canadians 1, the Dust Devils nothing. Very similar game being played today for Dust Devils baseball.
Living a healthy life is built on a foundation of good habits. Nourishing food, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, getting a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25 and annual mammograms starting at 40. At Inland Imaging, we've doubled the capacity of our Kennewick Center to make it twice as easy to take care of your health. Schedule your annual screening today. Call 509-374-4030 or visit inlandimaging.com/scheduling-TC.
The Hampton Inn Suites Pasco Tri-Cities Hotel provides a home away from home retreat while you stay in Washington. Wake up to a free hot breakfast after a restful sleep on a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Plan your next adventure using the free Wi-Fi in your room or throughout the hotel, and unwind in their indoor saltwater pool and hot tub. They're close to the track center for meetings, concert, and sporting events. Visit Giesa Stadium to watch the Tri-City Dust Devils. For reservations, call 509-792-1660 or stop by 6826 Burden Boulevard in Pasco.
Have limbered up and been taken out to the ball game as we move down to the bottom of the 7th inning here at the Nats as it snowed. Vancouver 1, Tri-City nothing the score. Kyle Roach continuing on in relief of Tyler Bremner, who threw 5 innings, a 1-hit ball, but trails 1-0. Maddox Lana, the second baseman, to lead things off. Getting his blue on black, if you will. Tip of the cap to Kenny Wayne Shepherd, even unintentionally there, but that's how we got there. As Vancouver in their black Bounties jerseys, Tri-City in their navy 25th season jerseys, the ones with the beige pinstripes debuting this year. First pitch from Roach, a fastball for strike one. As he winds, the 0-1. Fastball lined foul down the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes. As Roach will take a moment and step off the mound. That ball's still in play, that's why. Randy DeJesus had to go get it and toss it out of play. Now back to the rubber he goes. As Roach, couple of shakes, now set. Pitching to his fellow Boston area Angel prospect. The 0-2. Breaking ball, a curve. It's there. Strike 3. Maddox Lana is down looking to begin the 7th. First strikeout for Kyle Roach of the afternoon. And that'll bring center fielder Matt Scannell to the plate. 1 out, bases empty. Bottom 7. 1-0 Vancouver. First pitch to Scannell. That curve didn't quite come over. 1-0 as the breeze picks up again. The attendance game given us by Vancouver official scorer Mike Hanifin. Again, I did not ask him to do this. He just started doing it. The 1-0 fastball taken for strike 1. I'm glad he is, though. It allows us to keep up the fun, and I don't have to think about it. Max Scherzer and Reggie Jackson from his time with the Yankees. The 1-1. Low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. Of course, Reggie Jackson, an angel at one point in his career, or maybe was it just for the naked gun when he was brainwashed in an attempt to kill the Queen, the 2-1. That fastball missing. 3 balls and a strike. I'm pretty sure Reggie was an angel. But this is from his time with the Yankees. Mr. October. 3-1 the count, and the pitch to Scannell. Fastball hit sharply and through. A base hit for Matt Scannell as it just coasts on the ground through the infield and into right center. Guy with very good speed aboard at first for the Canadians. Looking to add to their 1-0 lead here in the 7th. Manny Beltran, third baseman, will stand in now. 0 for 2. He's grounded out to short and struck out swinging. And Scannell with good speed at first. See if he tries to swipe second. Short lead at the moment. The pitch. Beltran lines one foul. No balls and a strike. Scannell, 4 stolen bases, has not been caught. He has the most stolen bases of any Canadian. And they have 11 as a team, so he has over a third of his team's steals. Again, Max Scherzer, Reggie Jackson for the Yankees. That's Scherzer with the Blue Jays, though he may wear the same number wherever he's been. The 0-1. Hit up the middle, that's through. Another hit, back-to-back hits for the bottom part of the order. The 8 and 9 men with singles largely up the middle. And a threat brewing for the Canadians here in the 7th. We'll have the answer for you, by the way, in the 8th inning on the attendance game. So J.R. Freethy comes up. Freethy is 1 for 2 and faced Tyler Bremner 3 times. A single, a walk, and then Bremner got him looking to end his outing. First pitch to Freethy, fastball for strike 1. Vancouver 1, Tri-City nothing. First and second, 1 out, 7th inning. Dust Devils have turned 2 double plays as well today. They could use a third, but Freethy's quite fast. Runners are breaking. Roach throws to third, and the runner off the bag. He slid and overslid at Scannell, and he is tagged out for out number 2. He had beaten Monroe to the bag, but he could not stop his momentum. And then Monroe, once Scannell was off the bag, put the tag on him. And again, Vancouver aggressive on the base paths, costing themselves an out. A little puzzling. The runner is up to second. No stolen base, by the way, for Beltran. As Freethy, the 0-1, a pop-up foul, third base side. So he's down, no balls and 2 strikes. So Beltran moves up to second. They both just took off, but because there was an out recorded during the stolen base attempt, you do not get a stolen base in that scenario. So it ends up 1-5, the pickoff at third. The 0-2. Freethy takes it just high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it's kind of odd to see a team that has not really stolen bases much as an organization in the last few years be as aggressive as the Canadians have, really in kind of non-base stealing situations. The 1-2, runner breaks for third. Freethy a grounder, fair up the first base line. Nicholson's got it. Chase to the bag. Safe is the call, and the run scores. So it's an infield hit and an RBI as the runner, Beltran, was going from second to third, stealing. The infield hit allows him to come all the way around, and it's 2-0 Vancouver. So the aggression ends up working out in that case. And the Dust Devils will have more work to do. Bang, bang, play at the bag. No argument from Dan Billardello, though. The infield hit for Freethy puts a second run on the board. It also brings Carter Cunningham, the league's leading RBI man, to the plate. So more work to do on the comeback trail for the Dust Devils today. First pitch to Cunningham. Swing and a miss. Well out in front of a curveball. 0-1. So when you are that aggressive, sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. And on almost consecutive pitches there, or within a couple pitches, you see both sides of it. The 0-1. Cunningham takes a fastball high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now 2 runs on 10 hits for Vancouver with no errors. Tri-City no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Down to its final 6 outs. There does look to be action in the bullpen, or action nearing getting going. The 1-1. Fastball high again. 2 balls and a strike. Believe it is a lefty, which would lean me toward Lucas Knowles being the guy either ready in the pen or ready to throw in the bullpen. The 2-1. It's sharply down the right field line, but hooking foul. So the count even at 2-2. We saw Dylan Phillips go 3 1/3 innings in yesterday's 10-inning shutout for the Dust Devils. 3-0 the final. Their first win of the week here. Chris Cortez had the first 4 2/3, and Benny Thompson the final 2. He got the win. The 2-2. And a curve fouled high in the air, third base side. It is out of play. Over the seats. And the Canadians, in kind of trademark fashion for them, just making pitchers throw pitch after pitch after pitch, whether they're fouling them away or watching them. The 2-2. It's high, and it misses. The count full. They just don't chase that often. And so now in a full count, that will send Freethy into motion, a guy with really good speed. That could, if a hit comes, enable them to score another run. Payoff pitch. Cunningham high in the air, left center. Jorge Ruiz going back to the track. Nearing the fence, he makes the catch, a step shy of it to end the inning. Cunningham very nearly hit it out. But he is retired on the warning track in left center to end the inning, and it is just 1 run that comes across, but that it is. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and in the end, a man left. So we go to the 8th. Tri-City needs 2 to tie this one up. 6 outs to work with. The score, the Canadians 2, the Dust Devils nothing. And again, you're tuned into Tri-City Dust Devils baseball, and again, we thank you for checking us out.
We all have someone we love, like the favorite lyric in our favorite song. You can't imagine life without them. Cancer screening tests can help keep the person you love around longer by detecting changes before cancer develops, or catch it early when it may be easier to treat. And many tests are available for free or covered by insurance. It's time to sound like a broken record. Tell all your friends and family, I love you. Get screened. Visit cancer.org/getscreened to learn more.
After my wife died, I felt like I lost everything, including my love of fishing. But one day, my granddaughter called, and I realized I still had a lot to look forward to. I got referred to a psychiatrist who explained depression can happen to anyone. Getting help doesn't make me weak. It makes me stronger. I just wish it made me better at fishing.
Mental health care is working for Diego. See what it can do for you at mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Now to the 8th inning in Vancouver, with the Canadians leading the Tri-City Dust Devils 2-0. It'll be the top of the order taking on Juanmi Vazquez. At least to start, there is action in the bullpen behind the lefty. It was, as of a little bit ago, Kalena Sauer right-hander throwing. He got the save early in this series. First pitch to Capri Ortiz. He was square to bunt. He takes a fastball, and it's in for strike 1. Looked like he pulled the barrel back. But the pitch ruled in the zone. But again, we can not be too sure. Again, this umpiring crew, for whatever reason, does not signal that, the 0-1. Ortiz, fly ball down the third base side. That'll hook foul. Over the seats, and a quick 2 strikes on Capri, who is 0 for 3 so far today. 3 outs to the right side of the infield. A pop-up, 2 pop-ups, and a ground out to make it. The 0-2. Ortiz swings and misses. Ball in the dirt, tag applied, strike 3. Capri Ortiz now 0 for 4 today. 2 unassisted on the putouts. 1 out in the 8th. Dust Devils in need of a pair. They don't have to get them both back in this inning. It'd be great if they did, though. As Jake Monroe up, first pitch. Grounded on a hop, fair up the third base line, fielded by Manny Beltre. Throw to first in time, 2 outs. Vancouver getting quick, routine outs. And Matt Kootenay, the designated hitter, will step in now. Tri-City down to its final 4 outs now of this game. The pitch. Kootenay takes it in there for strike 1. The attendance game, by the way, Max Scherzer and Reggie Jackson from his time with the Yankees. You could have done a lot of numbers for that one. The 0-1. Kootenay, liner into right. It's going to get down on a hop in front of the right fielder, Carter Cunningham. So a 2-out hit for Matt Kootenay. He's aboard a 3rd time today, now 1 for 2. He's walked twice also. And that'll bring Ryan Nicholson to the plate with 2 outs as the potential tying run here in the 8th. The Canadians up 2-0. Again, Max Scherzer, Reggie Jackson with the Yankees. The attendance here at Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium, 3,144. 3,144 the attendance today. And those still gathered here, which looks to be pretty well the whole crowd, will watch Juanmi Vazquez depart from the game. And it looks as though it'll be right-hander Kalena Sauer taking over to try to grab the final 4 outs and the save today. So Vazquez steps out. We step aside momentarily with the righty coming into the ball game. A man at first with 2 outs in the 8th. The score, Vancouver 2, Tri-City nothing. This is Dust Devils Baseball.
The Hampton Inn Suites Pasco Tri-Cities Hotel provides a home away from home retreat while you stay in Washington. Wake up to a free hot breakfast after a restful sleep on a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Plan your next adventure using the free Wi-Fi in your room or throughout the hotel, and unwind in their indoor saltwater pool and hot tub. They're close to the track center for meetings, concert, and sporting events. Visit Giza Stadium to watch the Tri-City Dust Devils. For reservations, call 509-792-1660 or stop by 6826 Burden Boulevard in Pasco.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. Come be a part of the celebration as your Tri-City Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Live mariachi, live dancing, and a vibrant atmosphere.
The first 500 fans on Friday, May 1st, receive a big giveaway, a commemorative 25th anniversary pendant. And Saturday, May 2nd, we will have post-game fireworks thanks to IBEW 112 and Nika. It's also family feast night.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
It is the right-hander Kalena Sauer in for the Vancouver Canadians. He takes on Ryan Nicholson of the Tri-City Dust Devils. Matt Kootenay on at first, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. The Vancouver Canadians leading the Tri-City Dust Devils 2-0. So Ryan Nicholson represents the potential tying run at the plate. First pitch from Sauer. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. Juanmi Vazquez, 2 2/3 innings, 2 hits given up so far, no hits, or no runs, I should say. He is responsible for Kootenay in first, so he cannot lose this game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. He can't win it either because Austin Cates is the pitcher of record for Vancouver. Worst he could do is a no decision as opposed to a hole. Ryan Nicholson 0 for 2 with a walk so far today. He's down 2 strikes here. Sauer taking his time, the 0-2. Nicholson, liner down the left field line, slicing away. It's going to get down. As it lands all the way at the base of the fence. Stop sign goes up for Matt Cooney at third. Nicholson into second with a 2-out double. So he goes the opposite way. And now Tri-City has the tying runs in scoring position with 2 outs in the 8th. Not only that, they have big Randy DeJesus coming to the plate. So a double for Nicholson. And Tri-City's first really good chance to score since the 4th inning. And 2 outs in the 8th. 2 runners in scoring position. 2-0 Vancouver. First pitch to DeJesus. Slider slung in for strike 1. Randy's 0 for 3 today. He has struck out twice and flown out to deep left center. A hit could tie the ball game. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Slider falling off the table. So Sauer well out in front here. Infield playing DeJesus strongly to pull. Outfield has him straight on. A deep breath. The 0-2. Late swing, foul, and a fastball. DeJesus getting a piece. Keep the AB going. The back-to-back hits from Kootenay and Nicholson, making it 5 now on the day for the Dust Devils. Tri-City looking for a 6th to at least get them on the board. Sauer ready. He steps off, bluffing a throw to third. There is nobody there. He just looks the runner back. Maybe didn't like that sequence that he got and just decided to call time there, really. Set at the belt is Sauer, the 0-2. Little soft grounder, left side. Beltre unable to handle it. Everybody's safe. The Dust Devils score. Kootenay is in at home. Nicholson to third. DeJesus is on. It's a 2-1 ball game. So Tri-City cuts the lead in half. They've been able to prevent that second run from scoring. It would be tied now. But now you have the tying run 90 feet away, the go-ahead run on at first, and Peter Burns coming to the plate. We'll wait for the official decision on the scoring. First pitch to Burns. A grounder, a chopper over the first baseman and into right field. Nicholson scores. DeJesus heading to third. We are tied at 2. Peter Burns delivers a chopper off the firm infield at the net. And the Dust Devils have rallied with 2 outs to even up the ball game. As Nicholson scores and DeJesus goes from first to third. It is officially, by the way, an E5 on Manny Beltre. That allows the first run to score. As Anthony School, first pitch fouled off his foot in the box, 0-1. So Austin Cates a no decision, Tyler Bremner a no decision. He was hurt the opposite way the last time. This time he was geared for a loss, was Bremner, and instead a no decision. In the E5, no RBI for DeJesus. But it is an RBI for Burns, the chopper single into right. Tying the ball game, 2-2. The 0-1. School lines it foul, third base side. So 4 straight reach with the aid of an error. And the Dust Devils now have the potential go-ahead run 90 feet away. Sauer up 2 strikes, though. The 0-2. School rips a liner into right. That's down, and the Dust Devils lead. Randy DeJesus in RBI single. Anthony School, 3-2 Tri-City. Make it 5 in a row, reaching in this 8th inning. What a comeback from the Dust Devils. And now a meeting on the mound as pitching coach Eric Yardley's going to come out and slow things down, have a word with his right-hander and the entire infield. As the Dust Devils still had no runs with 2 outs in this inning. You had an E5 allowing the first run in. It was a ball chopped. It wasn't the easiest play in the world for Beltre, but it is one that if he gets it cleanly and throws to first in a normal manner, he gets the runner, which is why he gets the error assigned. But then back-to-back singles by Burns and School. And in the blink of an eye, the Dust Devils have the lead. Here's Jorge Ruiz, first pitch, fastball down the middle, 0-1. All of these runs are unearned, by the way. As Sauer checking the runner at second. The pitch. Fastball taken by Ruiz. It's there. 1-2 now. Ruiz a double earlier. He's topped it back to the mound and flown out to center. 1 for 3. As Sauer comes set. Glove at the belt. The 1-2. Ruiz pops it high in the air. Third base side. It's foul out of play. He'll see another. It's a moment where if Ruiz could kind of slash one as he's known to do in a gap down a line, he'd score 2. The 1-2. Ruiz hits one hard on a hop, but the first baseman, Doug Gleed, has it. He'll take it to the bag, and that will end the inning. It was hit hard by Ruiz. But the inning comes to an end. 3 runs for the Dust Devils. Those 3 runs on 4 hits. There was an error and a very costly one. Again, all the runs are unearned, pitching-wise. In the end, 2 are left, but the Dust Devils lead. As Nick Jones will come in for the 8th inning. Kyle Roach now the pitcher of record for the Dust Devils. And the score now, Tri-City 3, Vancouver 2. This is Dust Devils baseball.
Who's on first? At Tri-Cities Community Health, you come first. Your local community health center for over 40 years, our experienced team of medical, dental, and behavioral health specialists provide personalized care tailored to your individual needs. TCCH pharmacies are located in Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, offering free prescription delivery. You'll always receive the highest level of care in a timely manner, regardless of your financial situation. Our teamwork means better care and better health, and the ultimate winner is you. Make Tri-Cities Community Health your home base for all of your health care needs. Go to mytcch.org to schedule an appointment or learn more.
Living a healthy life is built on a foundation of good habits. Nourishing food, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, getting a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25 and annual mammograms starting at 40. At Inland Imaging, we've doubled the capacity of our Kennewick Center to make it twice as easy to take care of your health. Schedule your annual screening today. Call 509-374-4030 or visit inlandimaging.com/scheduling-TC.
The left-hander Nick Jones takes over for the Dust Devils, who lead the Vancouver Canadians 3-2 as the bottom of the 8th inning begins. 2 innings of relief for Kyle Roach. He's now the pitcher of record for the Dust Devils. First pitch to Arjun Namalapop, foul. Hit the roof of the first base side, no balls and a strike. The line for Roach, a run on 4 hits, the run earned in 2 innings of work, a walk, and a strikeout. The pitch. Jones sending via Namala, a grounder to third, but Jake Monroe's got it to Ryan Nicholson. 1 out in the 8th. So with 1 out and the base is empty, 3-2 Tri-City in front, trying to get a win that could give them a chance to get a split tomorrow. Peyton Williams, big lefty to the plate, nearly homered earlier in the ballgame. First pitch. Fastball inside, 1-0. Action has started behind Nick Jones. Looks like the righty Sam Takoyan beginning to loosen. Takoyan has been really the closer. The 1-0 fastball down the middle, strike one. The Devils had not scored. With 2 outs in the 8th inning, they had no runs. The 1-1, a slider low and outside, 2 balls and a strike. But then a fielding error allowed the first run to come in. Back-to-back RBI singles by Peter Burns and Anthony School, tying and then giving the lead to the visitors from Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, the 2-1. Williams up the middle liner. It's going to be caught by Capri Ortiz. He got a good break on it, and it was spinning off the end of the bat. Two outs in the bottom of the 8th. 3-2 Dust Devils. Jacob Sharp at the plate with the bases empty. First pitch from Jones. Fastball hit in the air to left center, but playable. Infielders, outfielders coming in. Anthony School, the center fielder, will make the catch. And the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Nick Jones gets the job done without incident. And we're off to the 9th inning quickly here in Vancouver. With the score, the Dust Devils 3, the Canadians 2. This is Tri-City Dust Devils baseball.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Washington at highschoolofficials.com.
Everybody knows you shouldn't retire until you're 65.
Buying a house? 20% down or nothing, bud.
It's easy. Put your money into savings and never touch it.
There's a lot of questionable money advice out there. For financial knowledge that can help you reach your version of success, come to Gisa Credit Union. We can walk you through everything you need to feel confident about your finances. There's a healthier approach to money. Find it at Gisa Credit Union. Gisa is an equal opportunity lender.
We've made it to the 9th inning at Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium in Vancouver, BC. The score, the Tri-City Dust Devils 3, the Vancouver Canadians 2. It's Kalena Sauer warming up for the 9th inning. He took over in the 8th. The game is his responsibility as things sit. He was being warmed up, in fact, by the manager, Jose Mayorga, with catcher Jacob Sharp, the final out of the 8th. Had to go put the equipment on. So the Dust Devils now looking for insurance runs after trailing 2-0 going to the 8th inning. Yohan Macias, the second baseman, will go back to the left-hand side from which he doubled earlier in the game. Then the top of the order will get one more opportunity, or at least 2/3 of it, all 3 of it, if one can get on. First pitch to Macias. Hit sharply on the ground to second. Maddox Lana fields cleanly. Easy throw to first for the first out. So again, Sam Takoyan throwing for the Dust Devils. Seems as though Nick Jones, it'll be just a 1-inning appearance. If so, job well done. 3 up, 3 down. And I think only threw 7 pitches. Here is Capri Ortiz, 3-2 Dust Devils in the 9th. First pitch, Capri, a little grounder, right side, and it's going to sneak through for a hit. First hit of the day for Capri Ortiz. So a man with great speed for the Dust Devils aboard. think he'd almost certainly try to grab second with Jake Monroe at the plate. 3-2 Dust Devils in the ninth. First pitch from Sauer. Monroe, fly ball to right. Coming in on the run, Carter Cunningham, sliding catch, and he makes it for out number 2. So Jake Monroe, 0 for 5 now, and that was one where it's maybe a little unlucky. Cunningham, though, played it well, getting in and making the catch. So with that, though, it brings Matt Kootenay back to the plates with 2 outs in the ninth and a runner at first, and who knows for how long. 3-2 Tri-City leading. First pitch. Kootenay takes a fastball for a strike. Sharp throwing down to first. Back in safely as Ortiz somewhat closely. And Sharp was using the lefty Kootenay as a screen to try to catch Ortiz by surprise. I don't know how much surprise he ultimately caught Ortiz in, but it was still a close play at the bag. Sauer set, the 0-1. Breaking ball, it's there 0-2. Certainly Vancouver on full alert with Ortiz at first. He has not broken for second yet in a 2-strike count. That may change. Sauer ready, the 0-2. Ortiz holds. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Fastball gets Kootenay. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, no errors. A man left. And we go to the bottom of the ninth, and Sam Takoyan coming in to try to get the final 3 outs of the game. The score, the Dust Devils 3, the Canadians 2, and the bottom of the ninth inning next.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday. But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. Victory over cancer is there for the taking by you, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. Learn more at v.org.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
Sam Takoyan, the Tri-City closer, coming in to try to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. With the score, the Dust Devils 3, the Vancouver Canadians 2. Takoyan did give up a run in his appearance earlier this week. It was not in a save situation. He was trying to keep a game a 1-run game at 4-3. Vancouver getting a run to make it 5-3. That was in the Thursday night win for the Canadians. The Dust Devils won yesterday. They're 3 outs from taking this one. A quick note, though, on pitcher Kalena Sauer, the Vancouver Canadians, who is right now in line for the loss. He did, along the way, pick up a pitch timer violation. But as far as we can tell, Kalena Sauer just threw 21 strikes in a row, and yet still could lose the game. Dub Gleed, the first baseman, will lead things off. Takoyan needing 3 outs. No margin for error. First pitch to Gleed. Fastball, that's there, strike 1. Takoyan, no decisions, an ERA of 3 in 6 outings, 2 saves in as many tries. This is attempt number 3. The 0-1. Gleed unable to really pull through on the swing, but he goes after it 0-2. Takoyan, 7 appearances for the Dust Devils last year, did not give up a run. The 0-2. That foul just above us, but thankfully netting in the way. There's netting here I haven't mentioned it this week. I don't know if I've even mentioned it in this place. This is the visiting broadcast booth. There was a game, I don't know the year, where Rich Burke, the longtime voice of the Hillsborough Hops, was here, and a pop-up came to there, no netting, and it shattered the glass, the 0-2. Check swing. Lee, did he go after it? Yes, he did. And Burns will apply the tag for out number 1. Again, this game, there have been a few where it seemed like a batter offered, and the ruling was he didn't. That time he did. It's an interesting line. Dust Devils will take it, though. Gleed was 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. He is now 2 for 4. 2 unassisted on the putout, 1 out in the 9th. Tri-City 3, Vancouver 2. Maddox Lotta, second baseman at the plate. 0 for 3 so far today. First pitch from Tikoyan. Fastball inside, 1-0. For Sam now, mentioned the 6 innings, 2 runs and 3 hits. He has now struck out 8 against 1 walk. The 1-0. High and inside, 2 balls and no strikes. It is largely fastball and slider. For Tri-City's final pick of the 2025 MLB draft out of Ole Miss. Originally, though, from Fresno, California, the 2-0. That fastball misses high. 3 balls and no strikes. Any batter reaching would be the tying run and bring the potential winning run for Vancouver to the plate. So Tikoyan well behind here. Lotta does have 2 solo homers this year. The 3-0. It's high, and it's a 4-pitch walk. So a man with good speed is aboard as the potential tying run for the Canadians here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And the drama ratchets up. There we go. A little higher. Matt Scannell, the center fielder, will stand in. Dust Devils 3, Canadians 2. Man at first, 2 outs in the 9th. Would the Canadians dare trying to have Lotta steal second? They've made multiple outs on the bases the last couple of games. The pitch. Low. Knocked down by Peter Burns. 1-0, and with that, Burns is going to go out to the mound and hand deliver the ball and also have a brief chat with the 6'5" righty. So those two conversing. I'm sure Burns giving some words of encouragement. That's the first mound visit of the day for the Dust Devils, which is really quite something when you think about it. They were behind until the 8th inning, but neither Dan Billardillo nor the pitching coach, Glendon Rush, have had any occasion to go to the mound. The 1-0. Scannell takes it outside. 2 balls and no strikes. And the pressure ratchets up a little further. Again, Lotta with good speed at first. The pitch. Scannell takes it. It's there. Strike 1. Caught the inner half. Of note, though, with Lotta, he has been caught stealing 3 times this year. Has not successfully stolen a base. So that may factor into the decision-making as well. Tikoyan set. The 2-1 runner goes. It's low. Throw down to second. Not in time. Lotta has it. It was close there. Ortiz applying the tag to the foot of the second baseman, but he has his first stolen base of the year. And for Vancouver, not really a better time for it. So now 2 chances with the tying run in scoring position. Not only that, the count 3-1 to Matt Scannell. The pitch. It's outside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued by Sam Tikoyan after he got a strikeout. And now Glendon Rush, the pitching coach, will make his way out. And the entire infield will come in on the conversation with Manny Beltre, the third baseman, coming to the plate. Nervous moments for the Dust Devils as they attempt to get this one across the finish line. They lead Vancouver 3-2 with 1 out of the bottom of the 9th, but now the tying run potentially at second, the winning run potentially at first, Good speed at second, excellent speed at first. So Tri-City needs to be aware of multiple possibilities. But again, Vancouver has gotten God on the base paths today. Are they interested in trying to swipe bases again? We'll see. Tekoyan checks Lana at second. First pitch to Beltre. Fastball down the middle, 0-1. Manny Beltre, a single and a run scored. He was the man who ended up coming in on J.R. Freethy's RBI single in the 7th. And then involved on the other side in the 8th. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Tekoyan gets another one by. Looked like that had a little more movement at 93 as Beltre calls time. It was Beltre who could not field a 2-out grounder, allowing the first run in. The Dust Devils with back-to-back RBI singles after it to take the lead. So he opened the door to the Tri-City comeback. The 0-2. It comes in and it hits him on the left hand. And Peter Burns wondering if it was a strike maybe, but Beltre leaning into it. He is hit by the pitch. And now Tri-City in all sorts of trouble. As it was a slider that caught him in the left hand. It could be also a question for Burns of whether or not the ball hit the knob of his bat instead of the hand first. That moot now, though. As they are checking, though, Beltre at first to see if his hand is structurally intact. And the belief is that he's fine, so he will head to first. His run is really not consequential at this point in the game. The base is loaded for Vancouver. 1 out, bottom of the 9th inning. The Dust Devils 3, the Canadians 2. Infield in for the Dust Devils at the edge of the grass. Freethy 2 for 3 with a walk. First pitch. Fastball, little outside. 1-0. So Tekoyan struggling here. But can he get the right pitch in the right moment? The 1-0. Fastball, that's taken for a strike. 1-1. You have Maddox Lotta at third. Now Matt Scannell at second. Manny Beltre at first, but it is really Lotta and Scannell the concerns for the Dust Devils. The 1-1. Swinging a foul tip into the glove of Burns, strike two. Just fastball so far from Sam Tekoyan. In a crowd of 3,144 trying to help the Seas to a walk-off victory today. Tekoyan winds the 1-2. Taking it, just misses. Another fastball, 2-2. Must have been high. Carter Cunningham, the league's leading RBI man, waiting on deck, barring a double play. He will bat in this bottom of the 9th. The 2-2. Freethy swings and misses. Strike three. Tekoyan gets the strikeout. 2 outs in the 9th. So it will be Cunningham, but now the Dust Devils a chance to grab the win. So here is Carter Cunningham, 3-2 Dust Devils. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. First pitch from Tekoyan. Cunningham takes it outside, 1-0. Carter Cunningham today, 1 for 4. He singled in the 6th. Last time up, he very nearly hit a 2-run homer the opposite way to left center, the 1-0. Swing and a foul back, 1-1. And for every closer, sometimes you have to fight through. It's not just 3 easy outs and a great rest of your day. After a strikeout, it's been a struggle, but Tekoyan has it there now. The 1-1. Cunningham takes a breaking ball. It's there, strike two. Slider in, and now the Canadians down to their final strike. Time called by Cunningham. Again, the potential tying run 90 feet away, the potential winning run at second with a lead. Takoya nods, looking over the edge of his glove. The 1-2 pitch. Grounder on two ops to first. Nicholson has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that's the ball game. The Tri-City Dust Devils hang on for a 3-2 win over the Vancouver Canadians this afternoon. It wasn't easy, but the Dust Devils rally from 2-0 down in the 8th inning to score 3 times and let it stand up. Kyle Roach the winner, Sam Takoyan the save. And the Dust Devils have given themselves a chance to earn a road split after losing the first 3 games of this series. Again, the final, Tri-City 3, Vancouver 2. The Dust Devils moving to 11-9 on the season. Vancouver falls to 9-11. The Dust Devils will take an above 500 record home regardless of what happens tomorrow, but they want the win again to grab the split and take a winning streak home for their upcoming series. What a ball game. What a series, really, we played outside of Tuesday's game. Again, the final. The Dust Devils 3, the Canadians 2. We'll be back with the post-game show. The final totals, a recap, a look at the scoreboards, and more on the way. The Dust Devils survive and take this Saturday afternoon ball game 3-2. The post-game show next.
Everybody knows you shouldn't retire until you're 65.
Buying a house? 20% down or nothing, bud.
It's easy. Put your money into savings and never touch it.
There's a lot of questionable money advice out there. For financial knowledge that can help you reach your version of success, come to Gisa Credit Union. We can walk you through everything you need to feel confident about your finances. There's a healthier approach to money. Find it at Gisa Credit Union. Gisa is an equal opportunity lender.
Love watching the future of baseball? With the Bally Sports Live app, you can stream every minor league baseball game and follow baseball's top prospects anytime, anywhere. Experience minor league baseball like never before. Dive in with real-time enhanced stats, track your favorite players, and play bingo along with every pitch. And the best part? It's completely free. Download the Bally Sports Live app on your phone or connected device to start watching now.
Living a healthy life is built on a foundation of good habits. Nourishing food, plenty of sleep, regular exercise, and for women, getting a breast cancer risk assessment by age 25 and annual mammograms starting at 40. At Inland Imaging, we've doubled the capacity of our Kennewick Center to make it twice as easy to take care of your health. Schedule your annual screening today. Call 509-374-4030 or visit inlandimaging.com/scheduling-TC.
Who's on first? At Tri-Cities Community Health, you come first. Your local community health center for over 40 years, our experienced team of medical, dental, and behavioral health specialists provide personalized care tailored to your individual needs. TCCH pharmacies are located in Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland, offering free prescription delivery. You'll always receive the highest level of care in a timely manner, regardless of your financial situation. Our teamwork means better care and better health, and the ultimate winner is you. Make Tri-Cities Community Health your home base for all of your healthcare needs. Go to mytcch.org to schedule an appointment or learn more.
The Hampton Inn Suites Pasco Tri-Cities Hotel provides a home away from home retreat while you stay in Washington. Wake up to a free hot breakfast after a restful sleep on a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Plan your next adventure using the free Wi-Fi in your room or throughout the hotel, and unwind in their indoor saltwater pool and hot tub. They're close to the track center for meetings, concert, and sporting events. Visit Gisa Stadium to watch the Tri-City Dust Devils. For reservations, call 509-792-1660 or stop by 6826 Burden Boulevard in Pasco.
Call Abadan today for your business technology needs. From copiers to high-capacity print production, Abadan has you covered. Find out why they've served the Mid-Columbia since 1953. Call 509-946-2033. Abadan. Feel connected.
Time now for the Tri-City Dust Devils postgame show. With the final totals and a recap of the game, once again, here's Doug Taylor.
A thrilling 3-2 victory for the Tri-City Dust Devils over the Vancouver Canadians today here at Rogers Field at Nat Bailey Stadium. And this now a victorious Dust Devils post-game show here on the MILB app and at DustDevilsBaseball.com. The final totals for this game as follows. For the the Tri-City Dust Devils, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 9 runners left on base. For the Vancouver Canadians, 2 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, and also 9 runners left on. Kyle Roach gets the win for the Tri-City Dust Devils. His first decision of the year. He is 1-0. As he went 2 innings, gave up a run on 4 hits, 1 walk, a strikeout, but was the pitcher of record when the Dust Devils took the lead. So the victory is his today. Tyler Bremner, 5 innings, 1 run, 6 hits, a no decision for him. He was in line for the loss before the Dust Devils rally in the 8th inning. The loss goes to Kalena Sauer of the Vancouver Canadians as he falls to 0-3 on the year. It is his first blown save of 2026. And so he gets the loss despite the fact he did not give up an earned run. He gave up a total of 2 runs on 4 hits, but all the runs came after an error with 2 outs. And so Kalena Sauer falls to 0-3 on the year. It is his first blown save of 2026. So that there now for you. Sam Tikoyan gets the save. It was not pretty, but it doesn't have to be. 3 outs, not giving up a run with a 1-run lead. Tikoyan gets his 3rd save of 2026. This game played in 2 hours and 32 minutes. Again, the official attendance, 3,144 today at Rogers Field and at Bailey Stadium. And at first pitch, it was 16 degrees Celsius, maybe 17. I'm going to write 17. 63 degrees Fahrenheit, bright sunny skies. There was a little bit of a breeze, but in the end, did not end up being a factor. It was a great ball game. These teams have played a really great series. But in the end, the Dust Devils take this game. After losing the first 3, they have a chance to grab a split if they can take the victory tomorrow in the series finale here in Vancouver, which we will talk about in just a bit. In fact, we will talk about it after this last break. When we come back, a recap of this game, a look at the scoreboards, and we'll tee up the finale tomorrow. That all on the way as, again, Tri-City a 3-2 winner in Vancouver today. And the post-game show continues right after these messages.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for Cinco de Mayo. Come be a part of the celebration as your Tri-City Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Live mariachi, live dancing, and a vibrant atmosphere.
The first 500 fans on Friday, May 1st, receive a big giveaway, a commemorative 25th anniversary pendant. And Saturday, May 2nd, we will have post-game fireworks thanks to IBEW 112 and Nika. It's also family feast night.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, a Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
No matter your industry, old or new, Crown Paper and Janitorial is proud to support the community. With our expertise, we can help provide a clean, safe, and healthy environment. Whether you need a consultation for your sustainability objectives or simply have a nasty stain on the carpet, we are here to help. To contact us or to learn more, visit crown.walterenelson.com.
Okay, text from the wedding planner. She's talking about a cake pop mural.
Ah, exciting.
Ooh, it's $8,000.
Oh.
I don't know, we're trying to save for a house.
Well, you only get married once. Or twice. 3 times tops.
There's a lot of bad money advice out there. For knowledge you can trust, come to Gisa Credit Union. Whether it's saving for the wedding or everything that comes after, we can help get you where you want to be. Find a healthier approach to money at Gisa.
Most women will never experience breast cancer. But for the 1 in 8 who does, early detection can mean the difference between life and death. Catching cancer early means more options while the disease is easier to treat and cure. If you're a woman over 40, you can schedule your annual exam yourself. It's easy. Just call Inland Imaging at 509-374-4030. Don't put it off. Call to schedule your screening mammogram today.
We take a lot of pride in the success of our Tri-City Dust Devils, just like the folks at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride. With quality gasoline, non-ethanol premium, and diesel fuel, Pacific Pride's 24-hour fully automated fueling stations are modern, clean, and well-lit. And the Frequent Fueler's Special Access Card provides security, control, and itemized billing. No lost receipts, no unauthorized purchases, no guesswork. Just hundreds of convenient Pacific Pride sites throughout the U.S. At Pacific Pride, we fuel the winners, and your company can join the team. So get a handle on your commercial fueling needs with Pacific Pride. Open your account today at CO Energy, an independent franchise of Pacific Pride, with offices in Pasco, Spokane, Yakima, and surrounding areas.
The Dust Devils take down the Canadians by a score of 3-2. And so 2 straight wins now for Dan Bilardello's team, with an opportunity to try to grab the split tomorrow in the Sunday 105 afternoon finale. More on that after we recap this ball game. There was no scoring for the Dust Devils in the first 7 innings of the contest. This game for a while had a look like it was yesterday's game. Namely, Vancouver put some early traffic on, but the starter Tyler Bremner able to work around it. So he got a couple of double plays to help him. One of them was on a diving catcher. It wasn't really a diving catch, but it was the momentum of Randy DeJesus on a liner hit by the second baseman Maddox Lotta in the second. It carried him back. He ended up on the ground on the warning track, and the runner at second was sent home. That was the first baseman, Doug Gleed, who had doubled with 1 out. He tried to get all the way to the plate, but DeJesus got up. He fired to second baseman Yohan Macias, who fired home. 9-4-2, the put out at the plate, a double play, ending the inning. So Tri-City able to avoid giving up the first run of the game. They would do that in the 4th inning. Peyton Williams a double that almost left the yard with 1 out, high off the wall in right center field. Jacob Sharp a single behind him. He was then thrown out at second, trying to turn it into a double. But it was an RBI hit, 1-0 Canadians. It stayed that way to the 7th. In the bottom of the 7th, you had a big 2-out play in that game where, with 2 outs, Manny Beltre got a single. He had moved up to second on a pickoff. It was after a single from Matt Scannell. So it's kind of a strange setup where Kyle Roach on the mound, they just take off. We've seen multiple teams do this now, where it seems like Tri-City is not getting quickly enough to the plate, so they just take off. They're either trying to steal a bag or induce a balk, and the Dust Devils calmly the entire year have been able to just step off and throw and try to get outs. The throw came to third. Jake Monroe is playing off the bag, so certainly you can understand the logic in a sense from the Canadians, as the throw's got to be perfectly on time. In the end, though, what ends up happening is the runner, Matt Scannell, overslides the bag. He had made it safely, but could not keep his momentum geared to the bag. He ends up over it, and Jake Monroe applies the tag for what was a 1-5, put out. On that play, Beltre, who had singled, ends up moving to second. And then J.R. Freethy, who started the game with a 13-pitch battle with Tyler Bremner, getting a single. He then hits one up the first base line. It was a bit of a tricky play. Nicholson throwing to a covering Kyle Roach. And the play not in time. A bang-bang play, Freethy an infield hit. And running the entire time was Beltre from third. And he would end up scoring on the Freethy infield single. So that made it 2-0. The Dust Devils, with 2 outs, had nobody on in the top of the 8th inning. Capri Ortiz had struck out. Jake Monroe had grounded out to third. Single for Matt Cooney with 2 outs. Backed up by a double down the left field line by Ryan Nicholson. So you had runners at second and third, the tying runs in scoring position, and that brought up Randy DeJesus. DeJesus hit a grounder to third. Manny Beltre was unable to handle it. So it kind of hopped a little strangely on him, but it still seemed like a play he should have been able to make. He did not. That allowed Kootenai to score from third on the E5 and make it a 2-1 game. It also allowed Nicholson to advance to third on the play. Then a chopper by Peter Burns. As he hits it into the turf, it bounces over the first baseman, Doug Glean, and into right field. An RBI single that tied the ball game at 2-2. And then Anthony School, an RBI single right behind. He ends up bringing DeJesus in. 3-2 Dust Devils. And that'll be where the scoring would end. As you may have heard, if you were listening to the bottom of the ninth inning, it got a little dicey for the Dust Devils, to say the least. As Sam Tikoyan, via 2 walks and a hit batter, loaded the bases with 1 out. But he gets a ground out from a strikeout from J.R. Freethy, and then a ground out by Carter Cunningham to end the game. 3 unassisted. The final out of the contest, and the Dust Devils survive 3-2. And the series now still in Vancouver's favor, but only by a game at 3-2. Tri-City, with a win tomorrow, could grab a split, and it would be an unlikely one considering the position that they were in. 3-2, the Dust Devils take this wild game, another entertaining game. Folks who have been here for this series have gotten their money's worth. It has to be said. And so with that, we have a look at the Northwest League schedule, and it is that because neither game has started on this Saturday. You have the Hillsboro Hops hosting the Eugene Emeralds. Hillsboro looking for their first win of the week. The Emeralds looking to go what would be 8 for 8 against the Hops to start the year. They're 7-0 against their fellow Oregonians to start the season. They're looking to make it 8-9. Again, a 5:03 start, so that is an hour and 7 minutes away from first pitch at the brand new Hillsboro Hops Ballpark in Hillsboro. At Everett Memorial Stadium, it's a 7:05 start tonight. The Everett Aqua Sox hosting the Spokane Indians. The Dust Devils with their victory now 11-9. If Spokane were to get their, I believe, first win of the week, I think Everett's taken the first 4 in that series, then that would make Tri-City and Everett tied for seconds, regardless of what Eugene ends up doing. But they have really gotten a big head start on the rest of the field, and it's going to take some work for the rest of the Northwest League to bring them in. But that is the Northwest League schedule. Meanwhile, the Angels system, they're just about to get going in Biloxi, Mississippi, where the Shuckers host the Rocket City Trash Pandas. And Ryan Costu, Dust Devil alum, getting the start tonight for the Trash Pandas. Good luck to Ryan and manager Joe Creasel and his squad this evening. Meanwhile, 9:50 the start time in Fresno, so 6:50, which might also be an area code nod. Otherwise, it's a strange time to start, but maybe just good and memorable. Rancho Cucamonga taking on Fresno. Trey Gregory Alford getting the start for the Quakes this evening. Good luck to Dave Stapleton and crew there. The same, too, the Salt Lake Bees, who visit the Las Vegas Aviators tonight. There is no starting pitcher listed for the Bees today, so I'm not sure who's going for them. I'm guessing, again, they probably know. Doug Davis is the manager of the Salt Lake Bees. Good luck to him and his team. I'm not criticizing the Bees at all for that, though. By the way, the parent club, the Los Angeles Angels, taking on the Kansas City Royals at Kauffman Stadium. So I want to get you the details on that. I believe that is either underway or very close to getting underway in Kansas City. Yeah, 4:10 first pitch time. So they are 11 minutes from beginning that one. Walbert Urania, Dust Devil alum, who pitched very well his last time out but got the loss. He gets the start for the Angels against Cole Reagans of the Kansas City Royals. Royals took game 1 last night. Looking around the Major League Scoreboard, items of note for our Pacific Northwest fans. The Seattle Mariners defeating the St. Louis Cardinals 11-9 today at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Andres Munoz, Dust Devil alum, save number 5. As I believe the Mariners have taken the first 2 games off the Cardinals in that series. That is the case. They won 3-2 yesterday. So the Mariners will go for the sweep in what is, again, a very jumbled American League West right now. The West Sacramento Athletics lead the American League West by a game, 14-12. The Texas Rangers 13-13 a game back. The Seattle Mariners with their win 13-15 2 back. The Los Angeles Angels, proud parent club of the Dust Devils, if they get the victory today over Kansas City, they will be in a tie for third with the Mariners. And I believe have the tiebreaker currently, although the tiebreaker really doesn't get settled until the end of the year. Houston at 10-17 is right now 4.5 back, pulling up the rear in the AL West. So those items of note for the division of our parent club. Having a look to see any alums of the Dust Devils. Right now, Fernando Tatis Jr. is at bat for the San Diego Padres, who trail the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-0. That game being played in Mexico City. So Mexico City series, I believe that is Foro Sol, home of the Mexico City Red Devils. Foro Sol might actually be the older park, but there is a brand new-ish ballpark in Mexico City. I believe they are playing those games in. There aren't a lot of finals around Major League Baseball. The parent club of the Canadians, the Toronto Blue Jays, they defeat the Cleveland Guardians this afternoon at Rogers Center 5-3. One game postponed due to rain. That would be the Colorado Rockies, the New York Mets doubleheader tomorrow at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Everything else still in motion or about to get going around Major League Baseball. So we leave that to you. Tomorrow, one more 105 game to close out this 6-game series. The Vancouver Canadians have named their starting pitcher, and is Landon Morotis, who got the start Tuesday night, pitched well for Vancouver. He will try to do so a second time in this series. The Tri-City Dust Devils have a bullpen day planned. So, do not know who the starter will be, but it will be a few different guys who will probably get work tomorrow. Don't know how many. The Dust Devils apparently wanting to shift their rotation a little bit so that you didn't have your starters pitching all the time or every week on the same day like it is in college ball by and large. So Jefferson Vargas, who is just fine, he will start Tuesday. He's pitched very well for Tri-City, but he will get the opening game of that 6-game series against the Everett Aqua Sox on Park in the Park night at Kisa Stadium Tuesday at 6:30, and then the rest of the rotation you'd think would slot in from there. But none of that pitching schedule is final. But I do believe Vargas is scheduled for Tuesday. So the pitching matchup is a little unsettled. Again, once we learn a starting pitcher, we'll load that into the MILB system, and it'll be up. In the meantime, 12:45 the pregame, 1:05 the first pitch. Landon Morotis for the Canadians. The bullpen for the Dust Devils, save maybe the guys who you saw today, Kyle Roach and Sam Takoyan, probably not available. Nick Jones only threw 7 or 8 pitches, so he would be if they needed him to go back-to-back days. But you have Lucas Knowles as a lefty if you wanted to use him as a specialist in that regard. Of course, Knowles has thrown some longer outings, not only in his career but in this year, so he might be the starter tomorrow. We shall see. Hope you'll join us for that one. Thank you for joining us today. One last time, the final score from Rogers Field at Bailey Stadium in Vancouver. The Tri-City Dust Devils 3, the Vancouver Canadians 2. Until tomorrow afternoon, this has been Dust Devils Baseball. Good night from the lower mainland of British Columbia.
Thanks for listening to Tri-City Dust Devils Baseball. For the latest news, schedule updates, and ticket information, go to our website at dustdevilsbaseball.com and follow our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. Thanks again for listening, and be sure to join us next time for fun and fast-paced Dust Devils action.